Let's see. So you had all your spells refreshed, and you were able to cast the ones you wanted.
Yes, I cast
Okay.
four cast light wounds on various
Okay.
people.
Our cure that ones. Okay. Gotcha. All righty.
Last week we rested, and then I saw a shark while we were resting, but we never did see it again. We wandered around, killed a few more of the large aqua goblins. We worked our way to the northeast from where we were, and there's a number of different pathways that you can go off of from in there. There's a bunch of skulls and stuff on that island. I think we killed some goblins in there, and then we kind of worked our way down to the southeast from there. And I believe we killed a few goblins. There was like some goblins guarding a way to the. I want to say there's a pathway to the south, but I'm not sure about that. And then we ended up resting in this little alcove that we're in right now.
Where
We found a really good sword that Jason
Mhm.
has
Yes.
now that gives him the ability to breathe underwater and free action and things like that. We have some mushrooms that we can take. A lot of this is completely underwater. But we have some mushrooms that you can eat that will allow you to hold your breath for hours. So we kind of have that under control a little bit. Um, it's an aqua water type environment, so pointy stabby things work better than swords. Spears are better than swords if you got something like that. Casting spells underwater, not very easy, at least for my class.
We also found
And
a
what?
dart. That dart that we needed to show to Sir
Yeah.
Finfall.
Oh yeah,
It
that
was. It wasn't Sir Finfall. You guys
Was
were
it?
going to show it to
To the gnome, and he's
Yeah.
not here. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not
But
sure if he's going to keep making it. So you guys can decide on your own what you want to do with it. I wanted to mention those two things. One, they've got a dart that they're pretty sure is magic. They've got, you've also got Jason's new sword that is magic. Neither one of them have been identified. They don't know exactly what they do. They know something of what at least the sword does
I think
because of trial and error.
the beast of Carbanog there would probably like to look at this dart.
that sounds like a good idea to me.
Yes. Let me look and see what I got here.
So how do we go about getting it off my inventory and onto his?
Request trade.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I took that off because it was causing that module was just not going to work. So that is on Peric
Yes.
and Carbanog.
Carbanog.
Look at the bones.
Black beast of Carbanog.
Best part of that whole movie.
So I have placed the dart into his inventory
All right.
and removed it from his. So
Thank you.
So right now, if you guys need to trade something between yourselves, just let me know. I mean, if it's coins or something, you guys just say I take off here's 50 gold, and you minus from him, and they add it to theirs. But
Right.
as far as items, until I come up with a built-in system, that's the way it's going to work. So the way I have done, and this is something that Don may want to know, when it comes to items that are kind of priestly, clericy, I will sometimes let if that particular character has spellcraft, or if it's obviously a religious thing, religious item that's used in some kind of priest thing, I'll let them use those non-weapon proficiencies to try to understand, to get it instead in the moment right then. You can kind of sort of figure out what a thing is. Sometimes it may not tell you the full details. You may not know the full details. It's basically you're doing a kind of a legend lore like a bard would do, but specific to your class and your non-weapon proficiency, which I do the same thing with wizards. If the item is something that is wizardly or has definite arcane sort of things about it, I'll let them do the same thing. So again, it's not a full identify. It's just like if you pick up a simple sword that you detected magic and use your spellcraft or something, and if it's like a +1 sword, you say, "Oh, this is a sword that's such and such," and it's a +1 sword. so that you can use it, in the field. More elaborate things are, it's not going to, tell you everything.
We'll say also water passageway leading out from the chamber we're in. The passageway it leads into has evidence of heavy traffic. So far, all we've seen here are goblins and the one shark.
And the color of the water that you see indicates depth. So that kind of greenish light blue color is knee deep, maybe waist deep at most. When it gets darker blue, it's underwater. That darker blue is almost black, and it's hard to tell. That it's the difference between black and dark blue. So
Okay.
And right now, you guys are on a sort of shelf that's above the water line. It's like 4 or 5 feet up, and they climbed up the little wall there, and it's a little sandy sort of shelf above it. So,
Okay, I have one question.
Mhm.
I noticed that I have 3 Cure Light wounds. What about my Bless spell?
Let me look at your sheet real quick. You have more than 3 cure light. You have. Oh, so when I used your character last week, when we initially set your guy up, we had just created him at first level, and I put him at the level that the party was. So that's why you have more spells, and you're higher level. But you're more than welcome to reset those spells to however you want. You didn't have some of those slots you didn't have because I didn't advance your level to where I wanted you at. So if you want to reset those, you can click the little eraser thing, and then once you do that, it'll give you the option from the drop down to just set it to whatever you want.
I was actually going to put it in my quick slot, but I can't remember how to do that.
I wouldn't recommend doing it for spells. You can, but I wouldn't recommend doing that because spells, once you click it, it's used. Once you've clicked on it, it's used. And each of those slots would need to be put in the bar to use them like that. So like you would need all, I don't know how many, 1, 2, that's 5, 6. You need to fill up a whole slot almost for each, like every single cure light, every single spell would need its own individual one because it doesn't know the difference between the cure light wounds in slot 1 versus the one in slot 3. So it would, you'd be mashing the button and nothing would happen because the spell had been used, if you had used it previously. Now for weapons and skills and that kind of stuff, it's fine.
Are we done resting?
Yeah, whenever we started, you guys had rested. What is that white light? Are you messing with the color?
I was. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that is super white.
No, it's too light. What I need to do is fix that. I think I'm overlaying something else though, because it wasn't that bright.
because Sir Finfall also has a light, so the lights are like combining probably. I'm gonna toggle yours, Wade, to see if it does what I think it.
Go for it.
Yeah, that white is all you now.
Ooh, yeah, that's too. All right, let me fix that.
They did add a new intensity thing, and maybe I need to add that to a parameter on the effect.
Yeah, I usually got to turn that down.
But you can use like the last 2 digits on a HTML. The color code is opacity, and so like I think 80. And I know this sounds weird, but I think 80 is actually 50% opacity. It's either that or 75. So you could tag that on.
It's a hex code.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So I think 80 is 50. You could throw that in there, and if it should tune it down a little bit. But I was doing that, and it was changing the color too. So I don't know why it was. So I didn't mess with it too terribly much. But I did set up something that for that for somebody. But so, but did that answer your question, Doug?
My question?
Dawn.
Oh, Dawn. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find it. It's been a while.
Yeah, if you go to your combat tab on your character sheet, and if you can't find your character sheet, if you double click on your token on the map, it'll bring it up.
It also shows me my items that I have an unknown weapon.
That's probably because it's unidentified. You don't have an unknown weapon, you have an unknown item. It's a potion they gave you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they gave you a potion, they don't know what it is.
It just says unknown weapon on here.
I don't know why you don't have any. The only, here. Now what does it say? And Guntag is saying if you press C, it'll bring up your character sheet too.
Oh, that is so cool.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work for me, so I never knew that. Because I don't have a character.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was always double clicking on stuff.
Me neither, because I was pressing few keys to find out what they're doing.
There is, if you go to settings, there is a keybind option, probably under configure settings on your side, and you can look at what they're set to as well. So there may be some things in there that you want to use those for. But actually, I think what we need to do though is we need to figure out: did you want to examine the dart, or look at his sword, or do anything else? You guys have effectively you're resting here for a day, and we can if there was something you wanted to do the day before everybody rested, I would say you could do that, and that's fine, or not. I'm trying to just kind of get us in a spot to where you guys can get moving.
Yep. I can inspect the dart, but I do not have any kind of identify or detect magic memorized at the moment.
What kind of wizard are you?
I'm a wizard that's got
Magic
missile, sleep, and web loaded up.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
My kind of wizard.
I bet you wear a dress.
And if you zoom in on his character, look at his sleeves.
Yes, I see them.
It's like a child.
Yes.
In a wizard robe. I didn't notice that till after I put it on. And I was like, oh my lord, why is there no hand? And maybe the guy just can't draw hands.
No, that's appropriate for Bill.
It's too big. He's a little kid in a robe.
I got it in the discount rack. It was cheaper.
So if you want to look at the dart and examine it and use your, I know you have spellcraft because we made your guy the other day, so I remember that. So if you want to use that, you can do a blind GM roll with the skill, and we'll see what you know about the dart.
Blind GM and go.
All right. So the thing that kind of gives it away as you look at it, and this is something I described to them previously, and you weren't around, but the thing that kind of gives it away to you, and you almost immediately can tell what this is. Most non wizards or spellcraft users would know what this is, but you learned this way early on, and it's mostly for people that get lost all the time. It's called a dart of homing, and what you do is you throw it up in the air, and it points you to the nearest direction to go home.
Nice. Okay.
And that's why it's got a little hole in it, and it's got a little leather thong, and whoever had it before, had it on a necklace sort of thing. So
Gotcha.
My question is, who's home?
The person that throws it, I would imagine.
The person
Here,
that
you want
made
to try it out?
it.
I want to know, does it work on lycanthropes?
We're not
It's
jacking
not
with him anymore.
We're not going to go mess with that guy?
It's not
Okay.
a weapon. It's not a weapon.
Oh, okay.
It is a GPS.
Pretty much. A magical compass of sorts.
GPS to only
So the
location.
idea is, it would typically be used for, say, a wizard that was a spelunk, spelunker, or goes in the caves, and he's not a dwarf. He doesn't know which is up and down or any of that kind of stuff. But if he uses that, he'd throw it up in there and it'd point in the direction to go home, which would be out of wherever he was at. It won't reveal secret doors, but it can point you in the direction, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's safe, or it's not through a volcano. But in general, if there is a way to get out and it can get the nearest way out, it will point you in that direction.
So it could be used to get us out of here if we wanted to.
If you were lost, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Good way out of a labyrinth.
And who wants to carry this thing?
Yes,
If you don't want it, you don't want it.
I doesn't matter to me. I'm not one that's going to be usually sneaking off and separating from the group and possibly getting lost. So if I do get lost, the whole party's lost. But I'll carry it if nobody else wants it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really have a home, so.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
I live in the forest.
Maybe it would point to the nearest forest then.
Maybe.
All right, we ready to move out?
Don't forget to start recording.
I already got it. Thank you.
All right.
So to the southeast is where we think the traffic was
Yes.
going, right?
And we could see where traffic went up. There's a shelf across the water over there. We could see where there'd been a lot of foot traffic up there. So
You guys didn't go up on that shelf?
no, we did not.
That was not where I indicated that there was traffic. The traffic was strictly that you saw, that you could see from where you guys were exploring, was in the watery.
I thought you said there was a
pathway.
spot that was worn really well up onto that shelf.
No, I mentioned the shelf, that it was up there.
Okay, maybe I just confused the two.
That's fine. That's why I was trying to be clear.
Is that
Not
deep?
to
I
say
can't
if there
tell.
is, but- Do what?
It's not deep.
That's not deep there?
No.
Okay.
But it looks like it's deeper than where you guys are currently at.
Do we need to pop mushrooms or not?
Are you asking me? The stuff that you took yesterday is not working today, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, but
You
yeah,
guys need to make your mushroom tea if you're planning to go underwater.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah, let's get the mushroom. Let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
Our drow beer.
Do we have enough for everybody?
Yeah. You don't need it for Jason or for Sir Finfall. They both have their own means to survive underwater.
Bills.
Yeah, he has a necklace. He calls it gills.
Okay, this may be a stupid question, but what is initiative again?
What do you mean? What
As in what diet? Because I've been playing. I've been DMing 5e. So
whenever we get to that, it's just a D10. The game, the virtual tabletop will keep track of that for you. It's just a D10.
There's a little
Right
button
now-
push.
Yeah. Remember the sample that we kind of ran through, so you could figure out how to attack people and you roll dice and stuff. It should, whenever we have a combat, it'll come right back to you. But we don't use right now speed factors or anything like that because I don't have that functionality yet. You can manually do it, but right now we don't.
Sorry, I've just been running 5e, so it's totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Alrighty. Where are we going, gentlemen?
We drank our tea.
Yep. You drank your tea for breakfast. Everybody was moaning and groaning about sipping dirt.
Yeah, so far I don't see anything up on that shelf.
No, you do not. It's kind of hard because you're like 6 feet below the shelf, so there's nothing hanging over the edge.
I'm going to climb up there on the top of it, look and see.
Okay.
Still don't see anything up here with me.
Nothing creature-wise, but you can see there are bones and scraps of clothing, any a boot, a chainmail, rusty gauntlet. Nothing larger than a boot or a gauntlet. Any of the clothing is like old. It's like half buried in the dirt and it just decayed to you kind of pick it up and just kind of pulls apart when you do. It just kind of all scattered up there, and then like I said, bones too of just various things, but they all look like they're just crunched to tiny pieces.
How deep is the water here? Are we underwater yet?
No.
So I'll let
it is getting
everybody
deeper
know.
where Jolman is. Where Jason is it's getting up to his waist.
Yeah. Is there anything up there on that other ledge? Looks like.
You're gonna climb up there and look?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up there.
Okay. It's another 2 foot up, but it's very narrow space. It's like 2 to 3 foot between the ceiling and the shelf that's above. But it looks kind of clear. You can kind of, and I say kind of clear. There's just flat with these little mineral stalactites and mites kind of all up in there, but nothing outside of that you can see. And where Jason is and Sir Finfall are, you guys can see, at least Jason can, Sir Finfall can hear and probably feel it. There is much deeper water beyond where you guys are at. You can feel the pull of just the water movement in that direction. And you suspect it probably goes out into the cauldron itself. You don't know, but it looks massive and deep.
Leads to somewhere. Yeah, I don't want to get too close to it to where it pulls me under.
Yeah.
So I'm going to climb up out.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets really deep.
Dawn, can you see what they can see? Where they're at? I don't know if you can see from back there. I don't play from a client that often. So if you need to move, you're welcome to move. Yeah, I can't. It sounds like you're talking through your, I don't know, your back pocket. You're really muffled. I think he said something about his computer's messing up, so I'll let him deal with that. But the same goes for you, Bill. I don't know if you can see what they can see from over there. If you can, that's great. If not, that's fine. You can move your guy.
At the moment, I'm having connection issues. I'm waiting for it to refresh.
Okay.
But in the meanwhile, just drag me along. I'll just stick with the group.
I'll do that for you. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put you with Dawn or Guthrie.
Yeah, I'm trying to move over there, but it's going really slow.
Okay. If you would like for me to move you instead, if you can just if you will left click and hold your left click on the map, it should ping me and everybody else where you're pointing. Yeah, Brian and Jolliman, can you change your colors, please? All three of you guys are purple. Let Don keep his because his computer is going to be super slow. But you two, please change. But if you left click on the map, Don, and just like that, and show me where you want to go, and I'll move your dude, and where that is. Just keep in mind you moved again. You just keep in mind you're a dwarf, and so the water is up to your chest.
That's why I'm trying to move along the edge.
Well, that edge is actually, the wall, so you can't actually walk on that. That's just like the edge of the wall for the dungeon wall.
That better? See, it went pretty close to what Jala did. Let me change it again.
You guys just need to pick just horrifically bright colors. And then set your dice to something else, because otherwise your dice will be that too. So what is Sir Finfall and Guntag doing up on the top there?
Much more to see up here, is there? If we go further to the east, it drops down into the cauldron.
You suspect so, yeah. Well, it at least drops into the deep that you had seen, yeah.
Has everybody else gone down there?
No.
No one has.
Nope. I'm peeking over the
Okay.
corner.
It looks like it's just a deep crack that goes down.
Yep.
So is this a dead end?
But there's heavy traffic this way, so
They come in and out of the cauldron from somewhere. And he said it looks like this may go to the cauldron, so they probably...
Is the water warmer here?
It's all been pretty warm. It is slightly warmer now that you think about it. You're like, you know what? When I was down there by that deep water, it definitely felt warmer. Yeah. And in general, the water is pretty hot. The cauldron itself, if you jumped in it, you would get burned. From here,
So,
it's not that bad, but you suspect if you.
But down deep in that crack, we would get burned.
Possibly.
That's
good assumption. Good assumption.
Okay, so yeah, like this seems like a dead end then.
Yeah,
like they can maybe survive that, but I don't think we can.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do anything with the heat that might burn my skin. Again.
Yeah, he has a phobia now.
Well, that might be a good character trait to build into the character. Yeah.
Well-deserved phobia of fire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you are called the Hound.
Yep. So there's one direction we didn't go a little bit further north. If we were to backtrack.
There's quite a few passages we haven't gone down. Those guys there didn't go any further.
Are those
guys? What guys? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, I say, are they gone or their body remains still there?
What bodies? Yeah.
Something just ate the bodies.
Whoa,
it's a shark.
The shark ate them.
Maybe. Yeah, you guys have explored all this. This is where you set the tripwire off that clattered all the stuff and alerted the guards down here.
We didn't go all the way to the northeast there, did we?
You did.
No, I don't think we went all the way in, did we? Oh, well, maybe I just didn't see it. Okay.
Yeah, you guys.
We did that. Yeah, we did all that. Yeah. We have to go back up to the island that had the skulls on it.
Yeah.
I will move you because this is a pretty long distance, Dawn. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I like that. It gives me some practice.
You want to check the southern one here to the left, the one that goes straight south? Look, more bodies. Something going to eat those?
I don't know what you are talking about. There's no bodies. Are you just like seeing things, man?
I'm looking right at them.
You're not. Where's it gone? There's nothing
there. There's another one. There.
No, it's not. It's gone. You guys are seeing things.
Yeah, we should probably go to the south here, I think.
Yeah.
think I got everybody moved that I needed to. Are you still having issues, Bill? Or are you good?
Nope, still sorting out issues.
Okay.
I can get to the
keep going.
desktop and log in, but I'm not getting the map updated. Like, it's just the background texture. So I'll keep working at it.
One of the things that I would make sure to do is, if you do use ad blockers or any kind of mods in your Chrome or whatever it is you're using, are you using Chrome?
I am, yeah.
Okay, make sure that they're not active on this. I did that on some other stuff, and it helps. So it may or may not work. I don't know.
All right, let me try.
And so you guys came from. No, you didn't come from there.
From here.
That's right.
Where we're pinging.
Yeah. You came from the little hole. Yeah. So, the area that Peric has moved into. Let's see. In the middle of this cavern is a large rock. It is slimy and green, and it kind of gives off this faint, let's see. I'm doing something. Give me a second here. There you go. Can you see that?
I think everybody can.
Yep.
Okay.
It kind of gives off a green waves of light.
An eerie green light. It's smooth as well. It's not like a regular, like all the other rocks were kind of sheer on the side, and it's just kind of smooth and kind of slimy.
Hey, Peric, are you feeling like you want to dance in the water and start smoking the mushrooms?
Well, if I was Superman, would I be feeling sick?
Oh, there you go.
I lost my map.
Why is it doing that to you guys?
I don't know. I still have the anvil in the corner, but that's it.
Internet weirdness.
Yeah, me too. And it says game paused.
Well, definitely we'll say game pause, because I didn't want you guys moving while I was. Brian had moved into an area I wanted to describe, and when I paused it, it keeps people from moving around. It shouldn't keep the map from displaying. If the map is gray now, you may need to just close the and reconnect. And I don't know what caused it. It could be my connection, but if Brian and everybody else is working, I suspect that's not the case.
The only thing I've seen is a little lag from when I move on my end, click for the move before my character moves over there.
Yeah, I think a few of us seen that.
Yeah. And that may be normal. I don't play in anybody else's games that use Foundry.
So do I feel any temperature difference coming off of this rock?
Nope.
Just this eerie green light.
Yep.
I'm wearing gloves. I'll reach down and move some of the muck out of the way.
Okay, you kind of push some of the slime. It's sort of moss. Once you touch it, it looks like slime, but you push it away, and underneath the stone is green as well. A smooth green stone.
Huh. Is it glowing? Is it just like green, like
you're not sure where the light comes from. You don't know if it's the moss that's on it, or because the whole area is just kind of giving off that light from where that rock is.
Did the green light scare everybody else?
It doesn't give me warm, fuzzy feelings.
Did it just turn on when he approached it?
No, I just
Okay.
added it because I was reading the description and it said it was there, and so I added it.
Okay, so it wasn't something like so when we came around, all of
No.
us kind of saw it around the corner.
Yeah, yeah. And it may just be, whenever you guys first came through this area, you saw the goblins right off the bat. You fought them, and you guys didn't explore this area, and so you didn't go far enough to see the light. When Brian came back, he went through there and saw it.
As
It
a
looks like,
druid, do I think this is a natural light? Do I feel like this is something natural?
Well, you would need to go look at it to know. You can't really tell because it's a long ways away from where you're standing.
I would like to move up closer.
Okay.
I reloaded and it's just the same thing again. Nope. It's just taking a really long time to load.
So as you approach, you kind of see where Peric has been poking at the slime, and you can see there is a particular type of moss that is growing on this stone that what it does is the moss kind of slowly dissolves a particular stone, and it allows the moss to have this green color. The light it's luminescent is what the light is, if I didn't say that.
Okay.
But the luminescence is from just what the moss is giving off. So it's kind of all over the stone. If you want to think of it as the moss is just what it's kicking out, its waste or whatever. That's what it's doing.
Okay.
Are we all seeing this?
What was that?
Are we all seeing this?
You can see the light from where you're at. Yeah.
I think we're just waiting for them to tell us if it's safe.
Do I think it's dangerous? Yeah, that's.
Can I do a little herbalism on it?
If you want to go up there and look at it as well, you can. But I will tell you, gentlemen, you feel that it's safe as long as you don't eat it. He doesn't recommend, picking it up and touching it if you aren't wearing protective gloves or something.
Yeah. I'm going to wash my glove off in the water too, so.
Okay, yeah, I'll let everybody know. It's a luminescent moss. Could be slightly corrosive, so you might not want to touch it. It's probably digesting this rock.
Yeah.
So Gunther, you wanted to check it out with herbalism? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. So if you can give me, you remember how to do a skill check? If you will open up your character sheet and click on the little herbalism skill on your combat tab.
Double click on it?
No, just single click on it. And what it'll do is it'll put a little chat card in the chat if you click herbalism. Do you see what I'm talking about? There you go. You clicked chill metal, not herbalism. Scroll down a little bit.
Because I was moving it, trying to move it out of my way.
Okay.
Hold on to that spell.
There you go. There you go. Click the skill button in the chat. You see that little chat card where it says herbalism? If you click that, it'll pop up the thing to roll, and just let it roll and do it out in the open. Anybody else do anything while he's doing this?
I want to keep an eye on these two corridors going down below while they're investigating.
Yeah, if you take the one to the southwest, I'll watch this one to the southeast.
I'm buying this
All right.
one as well.
Is the game paused still?
No.
No.
Oh, it says it is on my end.
Then you're not connected, probably, even though it shows you.
You can move me. You can move me up with the rest of the people till I get.
Does it update when I move you? Because I just moved you. I'll move you down. Can you see your guy moving?
I can see my guy moving, but it still says game paused, and the little clock thing is spinning.
How about now?
Oh no, it went away.
Okay, I just turned it on and off again. It just must be some kind of connectivity issue to you guys. Dawn, do you see the little button in the chat box? I think you just did it. There we go. Yeah. So unfortunately, the you don't pick up, you don't remember anything about this particular type of moss, but you can tell that the stone, because you're dwarf, you know stone. The stone is jade. It's a massive piece of jade.
Wow.
Cool.
I could take a look if you want.
You're welcome to do whatever you want to do. If you want to make a same check he did. Yeah. What particularly are you looking at though?
The moss.
Okay.
Why am I having a problem with that? Because I'm probably a dummy and I'm probably in the wrong area.
You looking for the skill to roll?
Yeah.
So go to the combat tab.
That's why I see. I'm in proficiencies.
Yeah. So the proficiencies is where you edit or delete or do things. But the combat tab is where you'll do any skills, any spells, any actions. So
Yep. There
try
she
to
is.
centralize it.
Oh, come on. Please don't die on me now.
All right.
Oh, there it is. All right. I threw a little bit of a lag. Threw up 2 chat cards, but is this supposed to be a blind roll?
Normally it is.
Okay.
So your conclusion is that Jolliman was entirely correct. This is just a moss that eats a particular type of stone and gives off a luminescence. It's not good to touch. Some people use it to make certain types of astringent sort of cleaning things for, metals, but that kind of stuff.
Oh, damn, and I don't have a sample jar with me. Oh, well. All right, moving on.
Okay.
I'm going to move up on top of this ledge.
Guntag. You move the area that you've moved into. You see these the pool that you're looking at. It's very clear and still, and inside you can see there's tiny little things just kind of moving around like little water bugs or something in the water, but underneath you can see a bunch of clams that are underneath. And every now, you'll see little bubble trails coming up from them, but really that's all you see in that area. And they're the biggest one is about as big as your hand. Most of them are much smaller than that.
Closer.
Was that a question or a statement? I didn't get it.
No, I'm doing it. I'm getting closer.
Oh, okay. Get closer. Gotcha. Yeah. You see more of the same?
Clams, huh?
A little bit closer.
More clams. You're now walking amongst the clams.
Clams of death?
Not a giant.
No, you don't see any giant clams. Like I said, there's maybe 1 or 2 that's about as big as your hand. The rest of them are all, about 2/4 size. Of course, you European, you ain't gonna know what I'm talking about, but they're, about the size of 3 fingers. Most.
Has our team split up down 2 different tunnels?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it's not. It's a dead end for me, so don't worry.
It looks like a dead end this way too.
I'm going to ask Mike, can we squeeze down that little skinny passageway there?
Let's see where you're at. If you pull your backpack off, you could probably fit through there pretty easily. Otherwise, it's going to be, pretty difficult.
Do that. Flip it off here.
Yeah.
Can I drag it through with me? Is there room to do it that way? I just can't wear it.
Yeah, you could like hold it way off in the back. The width of you and the backpack just makes it pretty wide.
So I'll do that.
Sir Finfall would have a very difficult time getting through here with his armor. So you make it through to the other side, and you see laying in the far corner from where you're at what looks like the remains of something. It's kind of huddled on the ground, leaning against the wall. You can see like it has a cloak and some clothing, but it's all kind of old, and the dirt is it's decayed. The cloth looks like it's kind of tearing and falling apart where it's touching the ground, that kind of stuff.
I turn and tell the rest of the group back there, there's something has died down here. I'm going to go check it out.
Be careful.
Down here.
Yep. So you get near it, and you can see that it is about the size of Gunthrid. So in looking a little closer, you can see it's kind of the skull, because you can see the skull because it's pretty much decayed. You can see the white. There's a little bit of like leathery, dried flesh, and some hair is left, but most of it is kind of decayed. But you can see that it was probably a dwarf. It's short. It's kind of got that wide shoulders, bones, and that sort of thing.
So I tell him back, it looks like a dwarf came down here and died. I'll look through and see if he has anything that he won't be needing anymore.
Okay. You pull off his, you kind of pull back what remains of his cloak. He has a leather belt. He had a pouch, but the pouch is kind of rotted, and the bottom's fallen out. It doesn't look like there was anything of value in it. There is a flint and steel there. Anything else that was in it, it's just kind of gone. There is a backpack that's half rotted. You kind of peel it open. It's really hard because it's just kind of gotten old. And you see inside is this some sort of leather wrapped thing. It's got leather around it and then a strap around that. And that's the only thing that looks like has survived. There was some rope. It's rotted. It looks like there was a hand axe in the backpack, and the wood on the shaft is completely gone, and the head part of it is just all rusted. Anything else that was in there just kind of fell apart when you picked up the backpack.
Right. I'll unwrap that here so that I'm not in the middle of the party and unwrap a nuclear bomb.
Okay, you open it up, and it looks like
the
remains of a journal. You kind of flip through a few of the pages, being very delicate because they feel very fragile. You can tell at one time the thing got wet and dry, and wet and dry. You can see like salt stains on it, from the water. And so, you kind of flipping through it, and most of it is just you can't tell what was said. You also, I don't know, can you read dwarf?
I do not read dwarf. I was going to say,
okay.
If it's written in Dwarven, I'll have to.
I can read dwarf.
Yeah, the writing itself is just not, if it was common, even then, it would be very hard for you to read that kind of stuff. But being it's dwarf, you can't tell anything.
I'll take it back to the party.
Okay. And let's see. Alrighty, so what are you going to do?
Anybody up here with me read dwarf?
I do. I read and speak multiple languages.
You're way over there.
I do as well.
So I will. Whoever wants to look at it, I'll hand that off to them. Yeah, we have a dwarf right here.
Yeah. So we'll start with I don't know, whoever wants to look at it first. It does look the writing is in Dwarvish that you can see. The journal and the belongings were from a dwarf as well. So you guys decide who wants to look at it.
I'll hand it to the dwarf. They say, yeah, one of your brethren has fallen in there. This is about the only thing that's left.
So as I kind of described to him earlier, it is, you can tell that the thing is just, I mean, even as you're just gently flipping through it, some of the pages will just like crack and the page will break in half. So you're being as delicate as you can, kind of, looking at each page that you can find. 90% of it is just, you can only see like half of a rune or a couple of marks, and you can't really tell. You'll see like something says something about water, or something says goblin, and maybe something about battles and things like that. But towards the end, where the book was mostly protected by the bulk of the journal, you get a little more information. And it seems to be that the journal was from someone that was related or to the Butcher Block clan, which you guys know a little bit about that. That was the king of that particular clan was the guy, the dwarf that had the hammer that you guys are trying to find. It looks like this is one of his descendants that was looking for some sign of what happened to him. And somewhere along the line, he got, split apart from his party or something. You're not sure. All you know is, he ended up dying, down there in that space. He does discuss a couple of things in the journal, talking about what started the conflict that caused his demise. And it was during a time when the Norse gods fought each other. And let's see, who is Norse? That would be Finfall. He's the only one, right?
I believe so.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have religion?
Didn't look like it.
Give me a wisdom check and
Right.
blind GM roll. Okay, so a millennia, just a long time ago. Is for humans, it was forever ago. For dwarves, it was many generations ago. But during a period of time, again, for humans beyond your reckoning, most of the time, for most of them, there was a time when the Norse gods fought each other. There was two different branches of them. There was the Vanir and the Aesir, and they fought each other endlessly for a long time. And the followers of Njord, how do you say that? It's
Njord.
Njord, yeah. So Njord, the followers of Njord, which is a deity of the oceans and water and that sort of thing, were fighting against Odin's followers, which in this case were the dwarves. And the Norse gods eventually defeated the Aesir. Aesir? Make sure I'm right. They defeated the Vanir, and the Vanir ended up being absorbed into what everybody now in the modern, using quotes, Norse deities are all the same. They're all in the same group. But these two clans, the Butcher Block versus what you assume are the Aqua Goblins, still fought on, and the gods got pissed and cursed both of them. The at one point the Aqua Goblins were actually Norse humans, and they cursed them to be what they are. So all these Aqua Goblins, that the origination of the species was from this. The god that was of the water god. He cursed them because he and his kind they joined with Odin and the rest of them, and they kept fighting like it was so that's what happened to them. And Odin cursed the dwarves, and you don't know what happened, what he did, what happened to the dwarf. You just know that Odin cursed them, and you don't know what happened to him. But he does, and he also doesn't mention anything about what happened to the king. There was one other thing that they mention, and the name of the leader that fought the dwarves was Skarg the Devourer. That was his original name. There you go.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a good guy name, right? Skarg.
No, he's a black hat for sure.
Yeah.
Does it say if they're still fighting?
They don't know what happened after things got
and
cursed. Yeah, they don't know what happened. That's all. I mean, historically, and again, keep in mind this is all pieced together with the few words that you can find remaining. So it's not super clear on a lot of this. So it's not like a book that you can just read and it tells you everything. So in this case, this is what you've kind of collected based on what you could read in there, and your knowledge of the dwarf that's sitting there in front of you. You've got Carabanog, who is probably the smartest person. Historically, he knows a lot of things. He knows a lot of ancient history. And then you have Sir Finfall, that's a Norse follower. He can fill in some additional points. So you guys kind of all sat around and kind of figured, this is what happened. Beyond what actually happened, you don't know. But you get the impression that that the dwarf that died was looking for information on what happened to, his clan. At least what happened to the king, what took him down, where he's at, where his body is.
We might be looking for this devourer fellow. He might be the ancient being that we're looking for. Or am I drawing conclusion?
No, that's probably based on what you know that they were cursed. The people that were fighting against the Butcher Block clan, that they were cursed into being Aqua Goblins, and you also know that there is one goblin that's been around since that time.
All right, let's go find him. How bad can he be? He's ancient and he's called the Devourer. I mean,
and he's cursed by the gods. What?
Yeah, how bad can it be?
Oh dear.
There's nothing in the journal about this guy's success up to this point, or about
this
these
dwarf
caverns.
got wasted. Yeah.
No, there is nothing about what how. I mean, he obviously got this far, but how he got here, what he found, anything like that, there is no information in there. And it looks like the bulk of the journal was before he even came here. So it was, something he had written, over the course of maybe his life or his research at he went to some sage and said, I need to learn about this. You don't know, but there was no like day by day journal sort of thing in there. When he got in the cave, kind of like those Moria diaries, from the dwarves. It's not like that.
So is there any way that we can protect this?
The book?
I mean, we're gonna be going through a lot of water.
It was wrapped up in some stuff. I handed all that over to you.
What was it wrapped up in?
It was just leather.
Just leather.
You could oil the leather, I guess.
Doesn't somebody care about the guy's remains, or does that not matter?
I will say a blessing over him.
Doesn't matter to me. I just
You suspect that even if you wrap up the journal in the leather that it came with and put the strap around it, that it probably won't survive. If you want to, I mean, you would need to put it in a sealed container at this point because it's just so old. The leather's, just not like
We
it
don't
used
have
to
a
be.
bag
It's
of
all
holding,
dried and
do we?
cracked.
Will it fit in a map or a scroll case?
No, it's too many sheets of paper.
If we've got to come back this way to get out, maybe we just stash it somewhere here on the dry shore and then come back for it.
Yeah, the only problem is to get here we had to go submerged fully underwater in some
Yeah.
places, so
Oh,
it isn't going to make
oh.
it out.
Yeah.
Nuts. Yeah.
Right, I suppose we should just leave it. Maybe
least
with the
we know where
body.
it's at.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's safer here than us dragging it around, I'm sure.
Okay,
Right,
so
so-
you guys are going to put it back with the body and just kind of say, the Lord and blessing on him and leave him be.
Keep it away from the moss.
Y'all didn't find anything but clams down the other way.
Magic clams.
Just clams.
Then back to the island room.
Where's Jolman?
I'm by the algae.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if druids eat magic clams. They definitely eat magic mushrooms.
This one does.
Are you getting some clams there, Jason? You gonna eat some raw clams?
no. I was just scoping it out.
Okay. Hey, it look like clams.
I am going to go look at the clams.
Okay.
You guys should go figure out which way to go next.
Yeah, I'm going to go over with them, being that I'm a cook, and see if these things are worth stewing up.
Oh, the clams. Gotcha. I thought you were going the other. I'll move you there.
No, I'm
Okay.
sorry, the clams, yeah.
You get too far away, Wade.
So, Jolman, you look at the clams, and being as you're a druid, you're fairly familiar with fish and clams and all that sort of stuff. And, quick examination, they look like if you wanted to eat them, they would be edible.
I have identified plants and animals that doesn't fail.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of them in here.
I'll let them know that these are edible. These look good.
Yeah. Not something you'd want to carry around with you for a while before you eat them. Unless you plan to cook them, or something immediately. Don't, other than that, they're edible.
All right, well, if we're not in a hurry, then gather up some. Oh, nuts. I wonder if I have a sack in my bag. Because, the plan is, if it's... if we're in the right spot to do it during the next camp or long rest that we do, I'll try cooking them up with some herbs, and we can have a decent meal instead of dried rations.
Sure thing. If you want to carry them and keep them, there's water everywhere. So if you can just find something to just if you had a fish basket, that would be perfect. You could just pile them in there and just drag them along with you.
And we haven't come across anything like that.
No.
Yeah, I don't have anything good. I don't want to put them in my backpack.
No. No. I don't blame you. Let's see. Balance, understand, grow, Well, I've got a small belt pouch. Doesn't hold a lot.
No, I keep my sling bullets in there.
All
I'm gonna
right,
pass on the clams.
Yeah, forget it. I'll have to remember to bring a basket or some other kind of containers with me. I did
Looks
not.
like you're wearing a pointy hat.
That's true. I could put them in my hat.
That's ingenious, actually.
And then tie it to your belt so they kind of drag in the water.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you got a cloak too, you know.
Yeah, I could do that with my cloak. But yeah, the cloak's already getting muddy and disgusting. So all right, yeah, I'll just start scooping clams into the cloak, tie that sucker around my belt, and I'll just have to be a little bit cold.
All right, you got it. You keep them just wet enough, and so they'll last a little longer than they would.
Any of them start to open up, get rid of them. You know.
Yeah. All right, so the rest of you guys have been back in the main section, standing on the little island with all the skin skulls. They you kind of feel like they're staring at you no matter where you're standing.
You want to head north?
North or west or east? I mean,
We've got
east,
north,
or east.
northeast, and east.
Go north.
Let's go north. I'm going clockwise here.
This way? Yeah, okay.
Is there a way to climb up that ledge?
That ledge is, in fact, the ceiling in here is much taller, and it looks like it's about 20 feet up. And it's pretty sheer. For you, it wouldn't be very easy. Jason looks at it. He probably wouldn't have a problem with it if he wanted to go up there. But the rest of you guys, Sir Finfall especially, is like, no. I mean, not to say he couldn't if he wanted to, but it looks very risky for someone in full plate armor or whatever he's wearing.
I'll try and climb up there.
Yeah, you easily can do it. Make it to the top. You look over the edge, and it's just flat stone. It's not like the other areas where it was sand and kind of soft. It's just flat rock stone. There's nothing up there. It's kind of maybe a little drier than it has been elsewhere, but other than that, it's just stone.
Yeah, I'll just kind of shake my head, indicating there's nothing up here.
Nothing.
All right, I'm going to move on across. Looks like I can climb up that other ledge over there.
This looks like it might just go around to the northeast tunnel.
And Peric, as you climb up, you see yet another body.
Another body.
Yeah, this one is just a skeleton, though. It looks like it's been here much longer than the other one, or has been ravaged by animals, or just decay much more than that other area. It looks like it was human-shaped, human-sized, so it could have been, elf or human or something like that, or you're not sure. But looking at it, it's just bones, barely held together. In fact, like the hand is not connected to the arm, that kind of stuff.
Nothing else around him?
No. Yeah, it's just sand, dirt, rocks, and skeleton.
There's another ledge over here.
I'm getting that movement lag again. Goes.
Yeah, me too.
That looks like a steep ledge again.
It's about as tall as the other ones. It's not the 25-foot one like the other one. Let me see if nope, that's turned off too. So Jason gets up there, and it's like the one where the body was. There's no body, but it's sandy. It's kind of soft. There's some rocks coming, kind of along the edges. But you can see kind of in the corner in the back, there are some green chips of stone that are the same color as the stone that you guys found, down there in the south with the glowy lichen, moss that's on it.
Some jade.
Aid.
Yeah, it looks like, some pieces of it are there. You don't know how they got there, that kind of stuff, but you can see there is
Probably
some
worth collecting.
Yeah, I better check it out.
Yeah, they're tiny pieces, and it's not like big pieces. It's just like, and in fact, when you get over there and start looking at them, there's a lot of tiny little fragments laying around too, and it looks like maybe somebody was doing something with
Might have been
piece of jade here.
making a statue or something, a figurine.
Could be.
Oh, and these be like chipped off pieces. I'm still gonna take some for sure.
Okay. Yeah, the biggest one you'll find is probably about as big as your pinky fingernail.
That's all right.
Okay.
I'll put them in my belt pouch.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, though. I'll tell them there's nothing else up here.
Okay. So you guys made the loop, examined all the little shelves, found everything that was up there that you wanted. The only passage you guys haven't explored yet is to the east.
To the east.
Yeah. The corner there, right as you guys are heading in the east direction, you can see there's a pile of rocks. It's almost like maybe the current has pushed them there or something. And you're not sure, but that's kind of what it looks like. But the water does start getting deeper. And in fact, Jason, you can see the cave and the water just kind of go together about the edge of your sight right there. So about there, you guys would be underwater.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them it's getting real deep again.
Okay, so I got to stick to somebody with some magic light.
Yeah, you and if Carabana keeps his light source out, you'll be able to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, unless you guys tell me to put it away, I'm keeping it out.
Just keep in mind that light sources underwater, even magical ones, are only going to work. Even I'm not going to adjust your light source right now. Just keep in mind it only actually goes half as far as it normally does. Your vision is half as far as it normally is. So just keep that in your mind. I'm not going to adjust anything. Just realize that when you're looking at something that's what's going on. And let me get Gunter over here. And let me. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. And Jason moves in, and you actually can see pretty clearly. For some reason, your vision is not obscured as like it was when you were drinking the dirt tea. So you can see all the way up to the extent of what your token can see.
Nice.
I'm
gonna kind of creep forward.
Okay. Do you need us to keep you moved with them, Bill, or are you still okay?
I'm still okay, I think.
Okay.
I'm
asking for the benefit of Wade because he needs to be next to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of lag, but not bad. I just went into the settings and turned down some of the performance requirements, and that seems to be helping a tiny bit.
Okay. I need Jason, give me a D10, please, and you can do it out in the open.
Is Jason underwater now?
Yeah, anybody that's past here is underwater.
Okay.
That Guntag is underwater, and Peric and Jolliman are about to go underwater.
So I've got my spear ready.
Okay. So, Jason, when you were here... you remember that sort of pulsy, weird sort of sound that you've heard before whenever the goblins saw you guys?
Yeah.
They're alarmed.
you hear a muffled underwater version of that when you come around the corner. So what I want to do is I'm going to pause everything and I'm going to put everybody in the combat tracker. And you guys should pop out the combat tracker. If you don't know how to do that, from the where the chat box is and all that, there's tabs along the top. Right click the combat encounters button. And that will pop out the combat tracker. And then find your character on there with the little dice on the right of it and click that to roll your initiative.
And then if you're a spellcaster, if you're going to cast a spell, you would click the little spell box and then
Correct.
whatever it is says roll or whatever.
And I need to do something else. All right, who rolled the d6?
I like the see-through die. That was cool.
All right, looks like everybody but Gunthrid has rolled. Were you able to bring up the combat tracker, Don, to do that? Actually, guys, I haven't actually been again to combat, so when I do, you're going to have to re-roll your initiatives. I just realized that. Maybe he's having to do with family stuff. Don, if you're talking, we can't hear you. I'm going to start the initiatives.
Yep, making us re-roll.
Yep, I thought so. Whose blue dice are those?
What I need to do?
Go to the, you remember how we talked about the combat tracker where you rolled your initiative? The cross swords on the little icons on the right. Just right click that so it pops out the combat tracker. And then find your name with the little dice beside it and click that dice.
Hey, I might have to sign off and go on another computer because this one's like really, really bad.
Okay. In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll just have you go at the end of the round. And while you're kind of doing that, you can keep your phone with you and we can talk in Discord and you can just tell me what you want to do when it's your turn, okay? I guess that's okay. All right, so it looks like Carabanog is going to go first. And so you guys outside of the water heard that noise. So Carabanog may not know what it is, but Sir Finfall and Gunthrid would because they've encountered these guys before. That's basically the alert that these Aqua Goblins give off to alert nearby bad guys that they see bad guys, which are you. So you know that. You're not underwater yet. You're getting close to it though. What do you want to do?
Well, I have no eyes on the enemy, so that means that I will. It gets deeper, like right up in here.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't want to submerge myself, so I'll just move forward a tiny bit there. And then, let's see.
Still paused.
Oh.
I don't. Oh, there we go. Good.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Okay, well, I don't see anything underneath the water. Everybody seems to be getting excited. So I will... I'll just pull out a dart and... No, you know what? Skip that. Scratch. I'll fish into my small pouch and pull out whatever spell component I need for next spell I'm about to cast, which I don't know what that is, but I'll look it up.
Okay. And it's something that you don't know, and Gunther doesn't know. And I don't know if he's actually able to listen, but when you are underwater, you can't speak to cast spells. So anything that you would need to do would need to be somatic and material. But for example, sleep uses sand, and if you tried to cast sleep, if it didn't require verbal, it just wouldn't work because it would be just mud underwater. So just keep that in mind.
Right.
Also, throwing darts underwater, not a thing. The only things that actually work would be spears or daggers, that kind of stuff. Anything else is going to be like if you're using a sword, you're -2 to hit. And it's just very difficult to use a slashing or bludgeoning weapon underwater, but piercing is a little easier. So just so you guys know.
Okay.
And when you're done with your round, just click intern and Jason.
So all this sound is coming from the end, from where those guys are, or from up above, in front of me?
Yes. Beyond your line of sight, or beyond your range of sight, not your line of sight.
Okay, I'm just going to wait till some more people come up here.
Okay.
I'm not going to move up by myself.
If you're just going to stand there, you want to just delay your turn to the end of the round, you can go ahead and do that. And for those of you that don't know how to do that, there's a little hourglass. When it's your turn, you click that. Actually, let's move back. You want to just delay your turn until people are up here. Isn't that what you said, Jason?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. You click the hourglass, and it'll just throw you at the end of the round, and then you can go.
Nice.
All right, Sir Finfall.
All right, who had the magic sword?
That's me.
So the thing is that sword isn't identified yet, so it doesn't actually glow. So, and I kind of gave you guys an out of character thing. Maybe I shouldn't have. So it doesn't glow yet. He needs to actually have it identified before he can use that.
Okay, so when we go underwater, the only source I have of light is the wizard.
Yeah, and
so I gotta
it's
hang
within
with him.
range of him. Yeah.
Okay.
The glowing wizard.
All right. So I'm going to move up with him.
Okay. So you can delay.
I'm going to install a disco ball on my hat when we get back.
Yeah.
And did you say I can delay at that point?
Well,
even though I move,
I know what he's not doing anything. So no, you move too. So I thought you were just going to wait. So just intern. Yeah. That guy comes zipping. He moves through the water like it's just super easy for him. He looks like Jaws swimming straight at you. And that was his action. Jolwin.
All right, I can't really see anything except Jason, so I'm just going to move up, get my spear ready and move up.
Okay.
What is that?
What do you mean, what is that?
Welcome.
What do you mean? What is that?
I don't mean to be moving around like that.
Oh, okay. There you go. I'll put you where you were. I thought you were talking about the bad guy in front of...
I am talking about the bad guy. Is that the goblin? That's one of the Aqua Goblins?
Yeah. That's
I didn't see him when I was moving, so okay.
He just got there.
Yep. And you've moved your full move because remember, half move.
Yep.
in water.
Okay. Yeah, I'll enter.
Okay. Goontag.
Yeah,
What are you doing, sir? So you can move. Go ahead.
Vision there.
You're cutting in and out. You need to like hold the button down while you talk and release it when you're done.
Yeah. Is that better now?
Yeah. Just don't release it until you, because I'm not getting just a quarter of what you're saying. What were you wanting to do?
Yeah, I was just going to get closer, obviously, to the fight, if it's possible.
Yeah. You can move up to 6. That would be your maximum range to move underwater. That's actually only half, so you can make a single attack after that. And if are you using a sword?
No, I'm a priest. I use my mace. Oh, that's not going to do math.
Yeah, so you're -2 to hit. That still hit?
Yeah, of course.
Well
You
played.
probably just shoved it into his face. Didn't actually swing it.
Me damage.
There you go.
Nice.
Awesome. Alrighty, in turn.
Hey, you see my note that I'm back on?
I didn't see a chat, but I guess you're here. When we're midway through the round, you'll be at the very end, and then we can sort out your combat stuff.
That's
Good
fine.
tag, end your turn, please. Guntag, end your turn, please. All right, Peric.
All right. Well, I know I'm going underwater, so I'm going to, as I move forward, I'm stowing the bow and pulling out the short sword.
Okay.
Let me move.
So the hallway is completely piled up with people right now, so you won't be able to
Moving
get
right
past
there.
them.
I'm just moving
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
I will end. And I'm going to delay to the end just in case something comes through them.
Well, you've moved already,
I
so
moved-
generally,
I moved half.
generally I don't. Yeah.
30 feet. I can move 60 underwater.
Yeah, but delaying, you can't really move.
Like I'm not going to move
delay.
any further. I'm going to say if anything comes through between me and everybody else, I still have an attack left.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Another. This one's moving all the way out here. He is going to go straight to Guntag. And this one was able to get a attack at the end of his turn because he wasn't as far. And he is going to use his long spear against Guntag. And he hits for 3. And Jason.
I am going to attack the one that's right in front of me. Am I ignoring the normal -2 penalty because of the sword?
Yes. Yes. You're able to move freely. That is a miss. Sir.
Damn it.
Oops.
That was a 16.
It lagged for me, so it just automatically popped up in the middle of the screen.
Since nothing came through.
Alrighty, Guntharid. Were you able to get the combat tracker up?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you don't need to do it now because we're already at you. But if the combat tracker is up, you'd normally see the little dice next to your character. You'd click it and it'd roll your initiative. Don't do it right now because it's your turn. So what would you like to do, knowing that right here at that point you are underwater?
I will move up just a little bit.
Okay. I'll put you at the point where the water's just like you're bouncing off the bottom to stay above. Not that far. Yeah, right there. Now, any farther than that, and your head's gonna be underwater. And if you want to go underwater, that's fine. I got the impression that's not what you were wanting to do.
No.
Okay. Alrighty. So now everybody has the combat tracker up. You should see the little dice next to your name. Go ahead and roll your initiative for this round.
Yeah, I may still be listed as an owner of Guntharid or something.
You are.
Okay.
because you were moving him. Do you want me to turn that off? Or is it distracting you?
Well, I keep hearing the bell ding off when
Oh,
it's
the
his
ding,
turn, and
the
I
ding.
think, oh, it's my turn. What did I miss?
Okay, yeah, give me a second. I'll change that. All right, looks like Carabanog, you are first again.
And I am muted and talking to myself. Okay. All right, continue to move forward. Nothing above water that I can see at this point, right?
Yeah,
All
no.
this is happening under the water.
Everything's happening underwater. Yep. Keep in mind that you guys drank the mushroom tea that will let you hold your breath pretty much indefinitely, until the effects of the stuff wears off.
Right.
It doesn't allow you to speak or anything underwater.
Right. Which makes me pretty useless, except for poking things with a stick.
And as a lantern for me, I need you to get as close to the
Yeah.
battle as you can.
That's true.
Without staying out of danger.
The walking disco ball.
When you say as close to the battle as you can, you just need to be within 60 feet of the combat for him. You don't need to be next to the thing.
No,
just to
not
be
next
clear.
to it.
Yeah.
Just be safe and give me enough light.
And that's Guntek.
That's the guy that's talking to you is Sir Finfall. This person way back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I left you behind. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Move up there now.
He can move up.
I'll move up.
There you go. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to be the light boy.
Okay.
That's it.
I can't cast any spells. Oh, they're all verbal components.
Yeah. Already gone through it.
So if I go underwater, can I use my battle axe just like a poking or swinging or what?
You can swing it. You're just going to be at -2 to hit with it because it's just you're underwater. It's harder to use slashing and bludgeoning versus piercing.
Okay, so do you add the modifier in there, or do I have to add it?
No, whenever you click the attack, you'll get the little box that pops up. Put the -2 in that one before you hit, attack. And if you're, let's see, can you see them? Yeah, you can see the fight. The only way that you could get, if you wanted to get in a position to attack next round, would be to go this direction, go around, and walk through your person, Jason, and stop right there. You move any farther than that, the mobs are going to get to swing at you. But if you want to move to that position to be, so that you can attack next round, that's a spot that's open, I guess. Okay, there we go. And I didn't see that when Brian was moving. Sorry, I thought it was wall to wall there.
No biggie.
Are you eating popcorn or was that Cheetos?
I'm eating chips. Chips from El Cerritos, where I had lunch today.
Julie got chips from El Paseo and hot sauce, and I haven't eaten any. So that's why I'm moaning here. All right, so Gundred, on the combat tracker, there is an intern button at the bottom. When you're done, which in this case you are done, there you go. Jolliman.
I'm going to poke it with my spear.
Poke it. That is a miss, sir. Eric.
I'm doing the same thing just in case one of them moves through.
Okay.
I will put it towards the end since there's nowhere for me to go.
All right. This guy's gonna keep stabbing at Jason. Yeah, he's gonna stab at Jason.
We talking just one guy right now?
Nope. There's
two.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one's over on this side.
Okay.
And he missed. Sir Finfall.
Okay, I'm going to move as far forward as I
buddy
can.
ran forward.
Yep.
Okay. I like that. That aura you used is much better than the pulse.
Yeah, sparkly.
Yeah, I tried to use Starlight, but that doesn't show up as well as the Sunburst.
If you want to be up Guntag's ass right there, I'll let you do it.
Yeah, then I'm behind. That's the problem.
I mean, you will be literally right. You guys will be standing on top of each other almost. Well, I mean, it is underwater. So, you do have a little more room than you normally would because you guys are, one could be lower in the water and you could be higher. And so I guess that would work.
Yeah, but I can't see what's to the right of him.
Yeah. Maybe
So
you don't
right
want
now,
to be
all I
next to
can see is the
Guntag.
one guy.
Yeah.
All right.
That will be your full move if that's where you go.
But there's walls in the way.
Yeah. But it's still within your moving range, so I don't care if it's through a wall. You'll get there. There you go. Now you see why I was saying that?
Yeah, and I closed the combat tracker. Oh, now I see him there. Yeah. Well, no, I only see him there because I still have my lantern turned on. If I turn that off, I would not see him.
You should turn it off. You should see it because you've got Kerbanning next to you. There you go.
Let me turn that off and see what.
Yeah, it looks much better.
No, I haven't turned it off yet.
It's off on our side.
It's off on our end.
There we go. Now it's off. Oh, yeah, I would have seen him better. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. Jason, as soon as it gets to you, there you go.
More attacking.
Let's get a real 16 this time. Not a 3, please.
Oh.
All right. My guy still is focusing on Guntag. And he missed. Guntag.
Okay, never mind.
It sounds like your mic is across the room too, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Sorry, I apologize.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, 19. There you go. Four damage. Awesome. In turn, please.
Is that button again?
End turn. It's on the combat tracker.
Supposed to be on the humanoid now.
Okay.
He hasn't hit it yet. Just waiting on Gunthrid to roll initiative. There we go. Alrighty, Jala, you going first.
Poke it with a stick.
Yeah, you're the only one with a piercing weapon in combat right now, I think. That looks like a hit. Oh.
Sad trombone.
Yeah. So Finfall.
Okay, I'm going to try to move where I should have been, behind Guntag, and then I could attack that guy, right?
If you want to jam yourself right up into him, yeah. You guys are going to be very friendly. And as far as combat goes, one of you guys is lower than the other. I mean, because you're almost occupying similar space, because these are 5-foot squares.
Well, I can attack this guy then.
Yes, because you move less than
all right
30.
Mike, how deep is it here?
I did not understand a word you said, man.
How deep is it?
Oh, how deep is it? Like 25 feet of water, all underwater.
-2 on this modifier, right?
Yes.
Oh,
That's a miss.
all right.
All right, Guntag. Guntag.
Try to finish this one off.
Oh,
Wow.
missed by 2. Gone through it. All right, so you want to make your attack against the goblin in front of you. You remember how to target? You're moving away from one that's right in front of you. That means if you're moving out of his, he's going to swing at you as you move away. Basically, you're running away from him. This one right here. And if you're talking, I can't hear you.
I didn't know there was one there. I didn't see it.
Yeah, they're kind of tiny, and maybe I should have made them bigger. I'll move you back, and you can just target him. So you can either Alt and then left click on him, or mouse over him and press T, and you should get this little marker that says you have him targeted. And your color is purple. I don't see a purple target on him.
It's showing arrows on him.
It looks like he's got the other one targeted.
Yeah, you've got the wrong one targeted. You want the one in front of you. Untarget the other one. Doing the same thing you just did. Yeah, and then do that to the other one. Alt. Hold the Alt key down when you click on it.
I'm not seeing the other one. That's why I'm saying that.
You can't see the one right in front of you?
No, the only one I saw was one I targeted.
You don't see it right in front of you, this one right here. You guys can see it, right?
Yes, I see 2 targets.
Yep.
Yeah, and when I click on Dawn, I can see it too, so...
It is directly between you and Guntag.
Right here. This thing. This guy. I just moved him away. You see this one I'm moving around to your side?
Yeah, I see it now.
Maybe we need to get you some glasses.
Oh,
Glasses.
Oh.
Hey, dude, I'm blind as it is. There you go. You've targeted him. I'm going to put him back in front of you and make him face you just because. Now, what you'll do is on the combat tab, click on the weapon you want to use. Battle axe or warhammer, whichever one. And when you click on it, it'll pop up the little thing, add the -2 in there, and then hit attack, and it should roll for you. And if you don't have your character sheet, you can press C to pull that up. You having a problem finding something?
Hold on.
You're good. Yeah. There you go. And so I want to give you a heads up. I wasn't going to say anything until the attack was made, but you see that +1? Do you know why that's there?
No.
Because dwarves hate goblins, and you get +1 to hit them. So,
Awesome.
but you hit him. Yeah, so you can do click the little damage button in the chat card over there on the right.
Where at? Sorry.
In the chat box, the chat tab down there at the bottom, it shows your attack you made and whether you hit, and then at the bottom of that, it's got the apply damage section. Click you got it. There you go, 4 damage. Woohoo! All right, I will. That is the end of his turn. Next turn is Kerbanog.
I need to unmute myself. Okay. I will continue to be the disco ball and watch for anyone that is in potential trouble, where they need to be hauled backward and tended to, but by the look of things, I don't think anybody's severely injured. So otherwise, I'm pretty useless down here, except as a light bulb.
Alrighty. Jason.
Attack.
Let's see if you can roll that 16 now. No.
Nope. Weak sauce.
Alrighty. My bad guy's turn. He is going to switch because Sir Finfall is actually closer to him. So he's going to switch to Sir Finfall and attempt to stab him in the groin. Ooh. He stabbed you in the groin.
Yeah, but I had a codpiece on. What the hell?
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh,
It still causes 6 damage.
damn.
Ow.
The goblin that's kind of surrounded, he is just a little pissed off for some reason. He doesn't like Gunther, and he is going to change his tactic from fighting Jason to fighting Gunther. He's going to try to stab him with his spear, and that is a miss. Peric.
There's really nowhere for me to go.
Well, if you want, you can do the same thing that Sir Finfall did, and get up over in this. I mean, get right there if you really want to squeeze in there.
Sure.
Because you guys do have the the higher because it's underwater. Stab him with the steely knife.
I'm trying to do waypoints.
Gotcha.
Wrong reference. Sorry.
It's not going to let me move to that little spot in between there, Mike. It
I'll
keeps
move
snapping to me.
Yeah. I'll move you. There you go.
Oh, there's something. Oh, you put me in the wall.
It puts you in the wall. That's why.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you're not in the wall.
What do you hold
can
down
see through
to
it.
not snap to the grid?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is.
Come on.
I'll
Shift
swing it.
does that. Wow. Yeah. That's kind of cluttered. I can see why Don couldn't see anything. It might help also, Don, if you zoom in to like the fight, use like the mouse wheel and kind of zoom in to make it a little closer. That's how I do it because I can't see either.
Nice.
After you moved him, now I can see him. Both of them are on there.
Okay. Well, now one's dead.
That's
The one
right.
in front of you is dead.
He killed that one.
Parrot killed that one. He did. Alrighty, Goontag, you are going first. You got your guy still sitting there. No, not sitting there. He just stabbed Sir Finfall in the cod piece.
Miss.
Solomon.
Well, I kind of don't want to be on the front lines, so I think I'm going to step back.
Okay.
Just another like right there.
Okay. Jason.
I'm gonna move over this dead guy.
Certainly. Easily done. He's just kind of floating. You push him out of the way easily.
And then can I still attack?
Yep. You move less than half your move, so you.
Oh my god. This has been terrible.
You bad night tonight.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
Thomas the train engine.
Yeah. I need to set up your dice to do that.
All right,
Bill?
let's see. Yep. Let's. I'm going to. Yeah, of course, if I have the ruler connected. Hold on a second. Alright, so Guntag, Sir Finfall are the two most injured. I'll just move to there in case one of them goes down so that I can get a hold of them.
Okay. Sir Finfall.
You're going to attack again.
Go for it.
Jeez.
We are rolling really well
Okay.
tonight, guys. That's really good.
Yeah, this has been a horrible night for die rolls. I really think the computers are built against the players.
It's Mike's fault.
It's all my fault. Blame me. I did it. Alrighty, it is Gunthrid. It is your turn. The goblin that was in front of you is no longer alive. There you go. Yeah. You got it. Wow, what does the holding the Alt key do? What does that do? It's like select and showing all the things. Does that do that for you guys?
Yeah, it did that
It's
to
like
me earlier.
Yes,
I didn't
it
understand
shows.
what it
I
was.
think all
All the things you can see. That's
and
cool.
it also shows that they're friendly or enemy. By
It shows
the
their
box
names
around
as well for me.
it doesn't show
Uh-oh.
names. So.
Yeah, for you guys. Yeah, they do.
All right, this guy's
Whoa, look at
surrounded
that.
by 4 people. We got to get him.
Yep. Unfortunately, Gunther missed. Peric, sure go. What are you doing?
I'm gonna swim over the dead guy here. If you want to move him, I'll get that.
Yeah, I'll get him out of the way. You guys have been shoving him out of the way to move through. Oh, wow. He goes
Target the new one.
last. I don't think anybody has hit him.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Now they
now.
Oh, there you go.
Bam.
Max damage. Showing them up.
We end it.
Yep. All right. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
4 musketeers fighting the Cardinal Guard.
So it's 3. That is Peric. He's going to swing at Peric. Oh, that's a hit against Peric. Ooh, max damage.
Ouch.
All right, roll initiative, people. That was a palpable stab. All right, it looks like that the bad guy gets to go first. Oh, does he? Oh, yes, he still gets to go. I'm going to do the same thing I did last round. Roll a d5 and see who's going to get it. This time it's 5.
I
That
showed
is
Dog going
Gunther.
first.
No, you do not.
Yeah.
It may show that, but that's not
what
who's
it
going
shows.
first.
I don't know, man.
It's
My
because
turn.
I can see the name of the thing. You guys can't. And so it sorts it by his name. It doesn't, because both of them rolled the same initiative. So he goes first because his name is
And his name is his name
Aqua Goblin.
or just
Yes.
Goblin before Gundog anyway.
So what
Yeah.
you're saying is
Yeah.
always name your character something that starts with an A.
What I actually
Quadruple
need
A.
to do.
I am Aaron.
or use the tiddly key or something else. What I need to do is actually, and I've seen some of the rule sets that do this. They add like a float value to the end of their number, and then it'll just jiggle that and get something, and then sort based on that instead of. It does by number, and then it does by name. And so when you roll the same number, when it's just one, that's what happens. And again, you guys can't see it. It's an Aqua Goblin. You can just see.
All right, I'll believe you.
Let's see. So I am attacking Gunther. Sorry, got distracted there. He has changed targets. He wants to get Gunther because he doesn't like the dwarf for some reason. He doesn't understand. Does that hit? No, that does not. That's a 3.
Miss.
Yep. Gun tag.
Okay.
Oof.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Oh, took him out.
Way to go.
Yeah, that's a dodo.
Excellent.
Let's see.
Jeez. 7 against two hobgoblins. It's a shame.
Yeah, they're not goblins. They're Aqua Goblins, and they're pretty good. They're pretty tough.
They're cursed humans.
Yeah. Yep. So let's see. There. The combat has ended. The bodies are floating. Blood is just kind of clouding that area currently. Kind of getting difficult to see, actually, because there's so much blood.
Here come the sharks.
Let's move on, gentlemen.
There's a spear on this guy if anybody wants it.
Yeah, somebody
They probably both have spears.
No.
Yeah, and no minuses underwater with those.
Unless you're not proficient.
And then you got your class weapon penalty.
I can't split the coins. What's going on?
It won't split them if there's not even a number. So just take them.
It'll split what it can split. Anything else, it won't. It'll leave what it can't split. Because you can't split 2 coins between 7 people.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jason, as you come out of that little tunnel, you come above the water.
Nice.
Hey, guys, I can't see. They left me behind.
No!
Oh, he's right beside us.
Oh, no.
Did he turn off his light? He turned off his light.
That's what I was just checking into, because when the combat ended, suddenly the light sources all washed away, so something got...
Yeah, it looks like you had a timer on it, and you shouldn't. Did you edit it to give it a timer or something?
No, I
It's
just
got a duration
started
set.
going in here to poke at the light medallion item to see what was attached to it, but I hadn't figured it out yet.
I had set the duration to 0, so it shouldn't do anything like that.
Was this continual light?
Yeah.
It should never.
It's there.
Okay, I can see everything, but color and animation, all that stuff.
It lights up things. Oh, the animations and stuff. I don't know what you've changed.
I was just poking on the token.
Oh,
to do that,
I see.
So that's why it's getting overridden.
You're editing the token vision. You're not editing the effect.
Correct.
Yeah. So if you want to change those persistent, edit the effect. The one that's active right now. If you look in your passive effects, can you not see the little pencil to edit the effect?
Oh, there it is. I'm looking now. I was looking in the wrong place.
Well, this is the one that's active, and if you want to change, actually, if you set it on that other thing already on the actual action, you can just delete this and then reapply it, and it'll put that. And that's what I'd recommend doing once you've decided the way you want it to look. But if you want to play with it, this would be where you want to play with it live, so you can see what it does.
Yeah, I was just playing with it directly on the token, but just to permanently change it, you want me to alter it in the details tab under the. Let me spit that word out. The passive effect.
Well,
Well,
that's not the forever change. If you want to forever change it, you want to put it where you apply it from that thing. But if I would recommend playing with it as that place that you just said. Get it where you want it. When you get it working the way you want it, the color and the effect, let me know, and then I'll show you where to put it, so that whenever we go to another map or you've pulled you deleted the effect for something.
Anytime something gets
whatever.
reloaded, it doesn't get squashed. Yeah.
I'll show you how to just reapply it on your.
Very good. All right. Sorry to take up time. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Better to figure it out. So where's Jason? Everybody's our Goontag actually. One of the things that you guys, as soon as you come up out of the water, or come through this tunnel, you feel that you can feel the water kind of pulling you off to the south. And when you come up out, when your head pops above the water, like where Goontag is, you can hear this loud sort of noise. And I wish I had done this beforehand, but I didn't. Sorry. I would have a giant water sound over here. And if you give me a sec, I'll see if I can find one.
Still can't see. I don't know where they are.
I gotta take 5 so I can let the dog out real quick. But I'll be back.
So it's a loud sort of sound. And I can't. Oh, you're in the wall. That's why, Sir Finthal.
How did I get stuck in the wall?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. There we go. Now I can see again.
Yeah. You were on the other side of the wall. That's why it wouldn't work. All right. So, and there's a lot of moisture in the air as well. It's like really wet. The walls and ceiling and everything is covered with water. The water's dripping off the ceiling too. All right. So you guys have peeked out. The rest of you guys are kind of just. Some of you guys are still lagging behind. You can see that everybody else has moved on. Sir Finfall and Caravan, they're getting out of your line of sight.
Yep, let's get moving. Game's paused.
Game is paused.
See, I was going to say, as soon as the GM unpaused. There we go. Come on, Finval. Us humans got to stick together.
Oh. Being impaired.
And like I was mentioning when Goontag came out, as soon as you pop your head out, it's just a loud crashing sound of water to the southeast. And the water to the north almost immediately goes back underwater.
Oh, so
the northwest, that section.
It's deeper.
Yeah. But this is shallow.
Guess we need to check that ledge there.
Yeah, it looks like Jason is. And Jason, from that vantage point, you can see what's causing all the ruckus, the loud noise. You can see this massive whirlpool that's just constantly swirling and crashing. Water, is misting up and spraying into the cavern itself. And like I said earlier, there's water on everything. There's water in the air, and it's just loud.
I'm gonna wave back for these guys to stay back, indicate that they don't come any farther.
All right.
But other than that, the ledge that you're on looks like much like the other ones you guys have come across. Just sandy in the middle, rock along the edge, but nothing up there.
All right, northwest then?
Yeah.
Man, I love that alt kit. That's like Diablo. I need to remember that. You use that in Diablo as she showed before. That's probably why they use that keybind. Man, I love that effect you got on that. That is perfect. that kind of spinny sort
Yeah, I
of
like
thing.
it too. It looks kind of cool.
The only thing I might say we need to do, Bill, is to make it not 360, because if it's a medallion, it's on your chest, so you wouldn't be able to see behind you. So
It'd be
that
180 at
360, yeah, that 360. If you want to change it, you can. You don't. I'm not telling you to mess with it right now, but just as for a more realistic thing, you could put it to where it's 180 in front of you, and then you would need to face the direction you want your light to be.
Yep.
But everybody else is going northwest, and so far it just seems deep, and dark. And wet.
It's deep. How deep?
You're underwater. It's like as deep as the other. It's 20 to 30 feet deep. And you can see from where you're at, you can see that there is another, sort of shaft that goes in between the two chambers there into another larger one. And you can see just at the extent of your vision, you can see that the water you can see a little more shallow water further in. It's further than what you can see, on the map, but just outside of your vision, you can tell that it's going up.
I'm gonna point down to the hall, point it out to anyone who can see me, and then I'll move up some more.
Okay. Give me a 10-sided, and you can do it out in the open. Okay. Why did it do that? Roll. Okay. So you move up. When you get to there, you can see to the right, off in this direction. Again, it's just outside of your actual line of sight, but you can see there is. Why is that? Why'd you close that? Maybe I closed that when I clicked on you because you're right on the door. But over in this direction, you can see there is out, and it's above the water. At least you think it's above the water. There is some heat shape over there. You can't tell what it is. You don't know how big it is. You can see some heat source over in that direction.
All right, I'm gonna wait here until more people catch up.
And what are the rest of you guys doing? Moving up. Yeah, it's paused right now, so I'm asking what you're doing. If it's
Yeah.
move or what.
Yeah, just gonna move that way.
Just I'm keeping within the light that I can see.
I'm sticking with the paladin, so.
And where is Gunther? There's Gunther. All right. So, Jason, are you going to continue to lead, or are you going to let Perrick move ahead?
I'll go a little bit farther. He's right next to me, so I won't get too far away from him.
Just ping where you want to move to. Just left click and hold where you want to go to. You get to that point, and you can see clearly now one of those goblin creatures over there on the right. You can also tell that about 30, 40 feet in front of you, the water, you would, the ceiling and the water are not, one-to-one. You'll be able to come up out of the water. Where that, that color changes right there.
Is this guy doing something else? Is he preoccupied?
No, he's just kind of, looks like he's kind of scanning back and forth every now and then. He kind of eyeballs off to the right. You don't know what he's doing, but he's just kind of looking around. He's not really paying attention to the corner where you're at right now.
I'm gonna try and sneak up behind him, or right next to him.
Okay. Give me a. I'm not going to do a move silently because one, you're underwater. Two, you have boots. But give me the hide in shadows roll, and we'll see. Do that blind team roll, please. See if you're able to use the shadows very well. You move up this way, come up, get to there, and then you come up out of the water. When you do, you see this guy over here, and as soon as you come up out of the water, that noise that they all make every time you guys have seen him. He makes it as soon as you come up out of the water, and it alerts the guy in front of you, and he turns to you. And that's where we're going to start. So give me a second. And I will put all you guys. Combat tracker. You guys, if you don't have the combat tracker up, you'll need to pull it up to roll your initiative once I begin combat. I'm going to go ahead and do it so you can roll. And I'm also going to turn off that really loud water. You guys are away from it now.
Yeah.
And that was annoying. And I also want to do. Change the combat music. All right, so I think I've got everything set up on my end. We're going to unpause, and the first guy to go is not you guys. Again, because of his name. This is his name, yeah. So the first thing he sees is Jason. So he is casting a spell. On Jason. And unfortunately, Jason does not save. Jason, you step up out of the water and see just in time the shaman, the goblin shaman, off in the off at the edge of your sight. I think you've got he's right at the edge. He's swinging his hands around, and the water around you just kind of pulls up and just coats your body, and it just stops you from moving. It's like the water is holding you, and you're held there and you can't move. And tag.
That's no bueno.
Yeah, your mic is across the room again.
Hello?
There you go. And it's still kind of muffled, but
Okay. Well, since I don't know what's going on, I keep moving.
yeah. The only thing you can do, if you can't see anybody, is move if that's what you want to do.
Did we hear the alert inside the water?
Yes. It
Okay.
like penetrates the water, unlike you guys, voice.
So we know there's a combat going on, or there was alert.
Yes. Well, you know there was an alert, and you assume based on that there is combat. All right. And you have moved where you want to?
Yeah, that's my maximum. Yeah.
Okay. Jalen.
Gonna move up. I'm still underwater here, though, right?
Yep. And as far as you can see, it's all underwater.
And I think that's as far as I can go.
Eric.
Well, I saw him move off in that direction and heard the alarm, so I'm going to follow him. Get a wave marker here. Okay, so when I come up and can see the guy, I'll go to this side of him. Are we? There we go.
Yeah, you continuously underwater or in water, so your move is always half. So.
Yeah, that was actually like 50 feet, so
yeah,
that's all I can do, right?
Yep. This guy. Oops, not on top of you. Two there. That was his move, and Jason is held. Unfortunately, can't do anything right now. Sir Finfall.
All right, I'm going to move up as far as I can see.
If you want to just hold until
the next turn
goes, just hold your just click the little hourglass, it'll move you to the end, and you'll go right after Carabanog.
Perfect. That sounds great.
Like I just saw something, by the way. Short swords are piercing weapons; they're not slashing.
I thought that's why you were using a short sword.
No.
Oh, yeah,
I've been doing -2. Yeah, they're piercing.
Oh.
I was thinking rapiers would also be piercing.
Mm-hmm.
A rapier? What?
Yes, a rapier would.
Rapier is definitely piercing. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you knew.
No, I just noticed it in combat. But I've been doing -2. That's all right.
Oh, okay. Now we know. Gunther. You want to move your full move? Okay. Yeah, that'll probably be close. There you go. Okay. All right. So the one that you were trying to sneak up on was about to smash Jason in the head, but as soon as Parrot come up out of the water, he changes to him to take care of the immediate threat.
Good. That was partly my goal.
And he missed. Carabanog.
Okay.
As far as you want to go?
I don't want to get in front of the fighters.
Okay.
So I'm going to stay behind them.
Okay.
I don't know if that messes up the vision for Finfall right now.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going to move him, so.
Nope, I got it.
Because I cut the angle down to experiment with it. It looks like it's only illuminating in front of me.
All right, next round. Everybody roll initiative. Just waiting on Gunther. Go. All righty, Guntag. Keep in mind that if you move to there and attack, you're at -2. If you move out of that water, that dark blue line is where you come up out of the water. And you can fight there. I don't care, but I'm just giving you a heads up. You can't stand in the square that he's in, though.
What square?
Now, there's a goblin right where you're standing.
nothing there.
There is actually something there.
Yeah, just move up to the right.
I think your connection is lagging because you're bouncing all over the place. But right there is
No,
where
no.
you want to be. Right there is where you want to be.
There's no enemy around me.
There actually is.
There is.
It's
I
right.
moved it all around. Yeah, I'm
directly-
moving it around. The same thing I did when Don couldn't see it, so I don't know what to tell you. It's right in front of you.
Can send you a screenshot. There's nothing in front of
No,
me.
it's not that.
It is.
I do believe you that you can't see it. You know, unfortunately, there's just the internet does things sometimes. And
It is directly between Peric and you, Guntag.
You can make just an open roll, and I will tell you whether you hit or miss.
You want
Just roll your attack without a target.
Kill it.
I'll try. So now I'm outside the deep blue,
Right. No minus.
so there's no -2 anymore.
Correct. So let's see what that is. That is. Oh wow, that is AC 10, man. That is not a hit, unfortunately. Jason, as you're standing there and the water is basically vicing you, you know your hand is grasped onto your sword. You see the water just kind of starts breaking off. It's like it's frozen. It starts just crumbling off, and as it just kind of does the same thing. It just kind of goes down your arm, and it goes down your chest, and it just all just kind of comes off. So you are free to act this round. Apparently, your sword does not like you being able to be held by water-bound creatures.
I was wondering about that free action thing, but it seemed kind of like
yeah, the
stretch,
free action piece. The free action piece is not the same as free action. It's just free action underwater.
Right.
But in the case of this guy, it's water, and so that's why it worked. It just took a while.
Oh boy.
That's a miss. See, so he is going to fight Guntag, who can't see him because Guntag is blind, I guess. I don't know. Oof, that's a hit. 18. Can you see him now?
Ouch.
Can you see him, Guntag?
No, I can't see him. There's nothing there.
I think he's lying. He's lying to me. All right. So the other one is going to switch back to what he thought was, somebody that wasn't going to move and attack him. And that is a miss. Carbonon.
Okay. We're coming up forward. And let me...
You can see the water recedes or is shallow in front. You can tell that if you move just to the edge of that line,
Right in here.
you would be
It's showing
out of water.
Gunther's turn. That's
Don't worry about it.
weird.
Yeah, I'm getting a lag on that too. Like it was my turn and then it jumped.
Yeah.
Just take my word for it.
All right. Yep. I'll come up here.
Okay.
And let me change my angle. Is that gonna let me? Nope. I'm gonna make me manually edit it.
You can spin your token.
I've
Can I
tried.
cast-
Just face. It's not your turn yet.
Oh, I'm highlighted.
Yeah, you're not highlighted. You're the next one, not the one that goes right now. That black circle is the next person.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
like
now that I am free of the water and I can actually talk, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. That means I'm gonna have a spell coming online next round.
So if you want to change your direction that you're facing, if you hold the shift key and then an arrow, it'll point you in the direction of the arrow.
Oh, did you change the binding?
No.
You can also
that's the way
roll your
I've always
mouse
used it.
wheel. You can also roll your mouse wheel when you do it.
Well, that's how I did it, but like in my Foundry, I hold the control key and use my mouse wheel, and it does the same thing. So I guess I was hitting
Is
the
that a
wrong
Mac
modifier.
thing?
It is.
Yeah, I don't. All I know on the PC is shift. So
All right.
it may be
Yeah,
that on Mac.
shift seems to be working.
There you go.
We have another
So,
Mac
and anybody
user.
can do. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah,
Hey, all right.
it's a superior computer.
No,
Woohoo!
no.
Am I
And I
still
can
on
say that as a
-2?
person. I can say that as a person who actually has a Mac now. So there you go.
We are going to be very good friends.
Yes. These fools
All
just
right.
do not believe me. I try to tell them that I try to correct their foolish ways and that they really should just give up the Wintel universe, but they don't want to listen.
I have a Mac. I have a Mac. I have a laptop. It is a power. What do they call them? Power Macs, whatever they are. The M1.
Mm-hmm.
The new
But you were
one.
forced to take it.
Yes,
That's
and
true. So you're not
It is
one
the
of the.
exact opposite of Windows in almost everything. The buttons are even on the wrong side. Why? I'll stop because we're playing. Anyways,
You're just not one of the true faithful.
No, we're not one of the deluded.
He doesn't like Kool-Aid.
I don't know. Again, I want to talk so much about this, but I'm going to stop.
I'll stop provoking
Okay,
you.
Gunther, it's your turn. Sorry. The black indicator means that it's the next person's. That's the person that's next. When it's the orange one, that means it's your turn. So.
Yeah, but Mike, I'm telling you right now, the orange is showing over your humanoid, and the black is showing over me. My
That is
character.
also what I see.
Or
That's
maybe
what I
that's
see as well.
what Don saw too. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just wait until I tell you it's your turn before you do anything. Then don't use those indicators. I don't know if it's the.
It's almost like it
the-
didn't see Carbanog's character in the combat tracker, just skipped over him. It's really strange.
I tell you what, the sound indicators do work. I
Yeah.
think they are working right. The
It
visual
could be-
indicators might not.
I'm using a thing that's called Smart something. It's a module that puts those indicators, and that could be what's broken. I don't know. But I'm not going to stress out about it. So Gunther, it's your go. So there's a
If
goblin
I
right in front of
right
you.
in front of him, am I still at a -2?
Yes, because you right where you're at, you're under the water. On the other side, just the other side of him, you would be out of the water, but you can't move through an enemy to do that. Like I said, you can't do that.
Well, I tried to move around.
So if you're going to do this, is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay, so when you do that, you're effectively running out of his. You're running away from him and then coming back, and so that means he's going to get to swing at you, even though he's going to be stabbing you as you're running
Okay, then I
away.
won't do that.
You can do a what do we call that? What is that thing? Something retreat. Something
Yeah.
where you can move, and as
Withdrawal.
long as you, a withdrawal. You can withdraw, and you can move a third of your move, and as which in this case is right about there because you're
I'll
at
just
half
take the
the move right
-3.
now. Let me explain this because you may want to use it in the future. So if you're in combat with somebody and you want to back out to say you're hurt or you want to heal, but you have a party member next to you, or in this case you're going around Guntag. So if you use your combat retreat sort of thing that we've talked about, it is your entire action to do that. And also, as long as you move in a direction to where there is somebody between you and them, the person can't hit you. But you're doing a fighting retreat, basically, is what it is, and you're moving, and it uses all your actions to do that, and you can only move a third of your move. Right now, you're already at half your move, so you can move like 20 feet. If that's what you want to do, you can do something else if you want, but I wanted to explain that just so you know now.
Am I out of the water right there?
Yep, you would be. There you go. Awesome.
Well, I can't do anything else, right?
No, it's basically you're backing up, you're holding your shield up, you're getting out of the way and letting Gunther, keep the guy occupied while you're doing it. So. Peric.
All right, so Guntag's hurting. I'm going to attack the guy to my north.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Almost max damage. Sir Finfall.
Okay, I'm still underwater and just really can't see anything. I'm going to follow the light and come straight out of the water.
Follow the light.
Head towards the light.
So at that point, you come up out of the water. It's still, in your knees, that kind of height, but you are able to breathe and speak and see. And so you should be able to see the bad guys.
Yes, I do. I see both of them. Okay. But I can't do anything beyond this point except maybe move 10 more feet.
Yeah, you could move 10 more feet if you want to.
Okay, I'm going to head towards that guy 10 feet. All right.
All right. Solomon.
Yeah, I'm going to move up.
Alrighty. So this guy is casting a spell, and nobody stopped him.
Yep.
So he casting target cast. Let's see what
the
happens.
darkness.
Oh, Peric failed to save, and this will do that. But I also want to do the other thing that we've done before, and I don't know how this is going to work. How did I do this before? I remember doing this.
Shut off my vision.
No, yeah, it should have because you're blind, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
About that.
Yeah.
Now nobody can see in it. And basically, if anybody that uses Foundry, of you guys, if you ever want to do that, just basically put negative vision, negative 15 on the not the vision, the light.
To make a black splotch like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I put it on that person. And what I should do is make an effect that's on darkness that does that, because it may knock it off whenever it's his turn, because the way effects update. So I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. I may have to do it, but right now I'm not going to mess with it. Looks like everybody's rolled. We've got... yeah. This guy has moved out. Switched. And he pulled out because he can't see. Oh, yeah, see, your light is gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, let me see if I can make an effect real quick. Dang it. Let's edit this one. This guy pulled out of the darkness. When he did, he dropped his spear and switched to his short bow. Jason.
Attack.
Attack.
Come on now.
You can't see anything.
Oh, a second ago I could see something. Everyone else was...
Yeah, it's because the blackness effect was not working right.
Oh, dear. I can't just swing my sword in front of me.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can. Use a -4 to hit. Right now that blackness is not there because it's coming off every time somebody does something. But it's there. I will put a marker instead so that we don't have to keep messing with this. Where is it?
Wouldn't matter.
We want circle. Oh. Okay, there we go. That entire circle is you can't see. Anybody can't see. And that is my bad guy's turn. Yeah. And he was casting another spell on himself. Gunther. Before you do that, make a save versus spells. Because you may change the direction you go. So I need to know now, though.
I forgot how to do that.
On your character sheet, on the main tab, mouse over the little spell text and click on it. When it highlights red, just click on it. And it should pop up a thing. No modifiers, just click save versus spell. The save section is on the right side of the front section of the main tab.
When I mouse over it, doesn't do anything.
My character sheet is all dark now.
I think maybe you need to reconnect, Jerome.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it with F5.
And see if that helps. On the front of your character sheet, there's the save section. Above each number on that save section is text like breath, spell, poly, petri. If you mouse over spell, just click spell and it should pop up a thing. If it doesn't, I can do it for you and we can figure it out later. There you go. Okay. So, for whatever reason, you're not sure why, something makes you... what is that Doctor Who thing where the thing that he did where people wouldn't look at him? What was that? Do you remember that, Brian?
No, I do not. I just remember his psychic paper.
Yeah, there's something to where he can do a thing to where he's there, but people just aren't aware he's there. They don't pay attention to him. And that's what's happening with this guy. Whenever you look at him, your vision just kind of moves off to somewhere else and you don't see him there. So it doesn't mean you can't do something else, but as far as you're concerned, he is not there. That's Sanctuary for those of you other clerics.
Yes.
I'm guessing you're going to cast Cure Light Wounds instead of doing all that. Yes.
Nice.
Look at that. Nice.
Nice. Well done.
Too. Yeah, good roll. Alrighty, Carabanon.
Okay.
Manog.
I think I've got him targeted. Let's see the magic missile.
Nice.
And magic missile. I'm on the combat tab. There we go. Good. And all right, targeted. Cast.
Light him up.
And damage.
Who are you putting it on? I can't see who you targeted. That guy? Okay. Yeah, got it.
I got to roll damage twice for one for each, right?
Yep.
Come here, you. And one more
Ow!
time. Oh man, a 1 on that one. All right. And that will be it for me.
All right, Peric. You are blinded. Can't see anything.
Yep. Well, I
Deja
was
vu.
facing north.
If this was your same character, I would tell you you're familiar with this, but
Yeah, I know. So
he did this to me last campaign.
yeah. I'm going to attempt to move. I was facing north because I was fighting the guy between myself and Guntag.
Yeah.
I want what the character wants to do is move to the right, move due
Further
east.
shallow water. That's pretty
Yes.
easy to do because you
Yeah.
can definitely tell. So, how far did you want to plan to move?
I plan to move about 20 feet.
That would be about. It's you'll get to there, and actually no, you'll just go all the way across. Why did that come up then? I don't know. I'm gonna put the marker back on top of you just in case it goes away.
Okay, and that's where he's going. And I don't know. Do I sense that guy there or not?
No.
I wouldn't.
He's not
wouldn't.
making any noises. He's actually, just kind of lining up his shot, so he's not making anything. Where is the
Question.
Uh-huh.
Did the darkness move with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we can't see the other target.
Yep.
Of course, he can't see us either.
Nope.
That's the one down by Jason, though.
I guess that's all I'll do. I'll wait till the end, I guess, in case he makes a noise.
Guntag.
Enemy disappeared, so I'm seeking another one, and I can see one there.
Okay, save versus spells first. All right. If that's where you want to do attack and move, you can do that.
Just 15. Make a move.
That's all it takes.
Get him.
And
No
hit.
minuses.
Oh yeah, baby.
look at
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Net
Pretty
20.
cool. Triple damage.
No.
Okay.
Unless you want the bad guys
Quadruple
doing that,
damage.
you don't want that.
Oh, come on. At least double
What
it.
a
Come on.
letdown. Yeah, you don't want me to let the bad guys double their damage. You just don't. All right, Jolliman, what are you doing, sir?
I'm going off the same guy with my sling, so I got to roll.
Yep, save versus spells. Nope.
Oh, I
Pick another
failed by
target.
one. How about the guy to the south?
Yeah. He's in range, and you can see him, and there's no effect on him to change that. One. Alright, this guy's gonna keep stabbing Jason, or trying to, anyways. Oh, he hit.
Uh-oh.
4 damage. It's our Finfall.
All right.
What are you gonna do?
My original target was that one there, so.
What one? Where? That one?
Yep.
Okay. Save versus spells. Yeah, Wade, your color is the same as mine.
All right.
Wow, failed by 1. Oof.
Damn.
That sucks. So
Right.
you need to pick another target.
All right. Then I'm going to pick the only other one I can see, which is to the south of me over there by Jason.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to take more than half your move to get there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know. So
Check. Let's check. Make sure. Yeah, that's 40 feet. Half your move would be 30. All right. You'll be set up for next round. Peric.
So did I ever get a sense he was there?
No,
Okay.
his turn doesn't start till next round. Yeah, I bet you it's that mod, now that I think about it, because it does a very specific way to tell what to put markers on. I may have to stop using that, and I really like it. Dang it. Jason.
All right, here we go. Jeez.
Dope.
Yeah, this is pretty rough.
And by the time you realize it, you heard splashing ahead of you somewhere. And by the time you realize what's going on, it's, out of your earshot.
But I know the darkness is following me.
Yep. Oh, you have a good idea that it is.
Yeah. I'm going to stand there. I'll wait. I'm going to move to the end of the turn.
Okay.
If anything comes within range that I think is within range, I'll swing at it.
Let's see if this... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why did he move? I'm trying to do a roll. See if he changes targets. One is Jason. Oh, he's going to keep on Jason.
Yep.
That is a miss. Goontag.
Well, can I see the guy in front of Guntig?
It's Goontag's turn right now.
Yeah.
You will go
Yeah.
right after him.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's got me in orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, there's some fuck up there. All good.
Yeah, them.
Do you have to roll another spell, save against spell, or no?
Nope.
Oh, perfect.
Once you've saved, you saved.
Jeez.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Come on, big one.
Give us 7 damage, man. Give us 7. Lucky 7. That's not 7. That's better than 1.
Yeah.
Alrighty, gun through it. What do you want to do?
Can I see the guy in front of Guntig?
No. Once you failed the save against Sanctuary, as long as that spell is active, you can't attack him.
Yeah, that's powerful.
You can see that one.
So I'll move to him and attack.
Okay.
the game paused right now?
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this guy has a bow in his hand, and he was trying to line up a shot, but yeah, you're definitely going to stop that.
No -2 modifier, right?
Nope. You're just in knee-deep water. Oh, that was almost a 19.
Oh, dang it.
All right. Jolman.
I'm gonna move up and attack with my spear.
Okay.
Not the one that I failed my save on. This other one that had the bow.
Yeah, I figured. Alrighty, this little fart is going to swing an attack at Goontog. With the spear. And miss. Mr. Banog.
Yep. All right. Just trying to get a feel. Wait a minute. There's. Okay, one's there. One is there. Let me check distance. 50 and 60 feet away. Hold on a second. I got to double. Range is 30 yards, so that should do it, right? Area of effect 30, I believe. Okay. Sleep coming online, I guess. Maybe? Should I waste it? These three guys have these goblins well in hand, I think. But, you know what? Screw it. I'll do it anyway. Alright. Casting sleep, and if you need me to mark it out, I would.
Which one are you centering it on?
Right in there.
Yeah, but it's got to be the first one. It has to be the target. So what's the one you want to target on?
30 feet of each other. Got it. All right. Yep. Yeah. All right. That.
So you're gonna target this guy, or this guy, or this guy.
This one here.
Okay. Give me a save versus spells.
Do I need to target him?
Nope. Just save versus spells. It's for you on you.
Oh, okay.
You're trying to do something against him, targeting him. So.
Because he's probably got that damn
sanctuary.
Yeah. There it is. All right. I'll get used to where this stuff is now. Spell. And blah.
Oh,
wow.
yes.
You could stick it right on him.
Nice.
You could take a sanctuary and stick it up his ass.
All right, give me do the 2d4 to see how many hit die, and then we can sort out the rest once we know that. So 7
hit dice.
Yep. So let's see this guy. And what's this guy? All right, so this one and that one, target, and put them to sleep.
Do I have to do it both? Can I simultaneously target multiple targets, or it has to be one at a time?
You can do shift while you're moused over and press T, or shift alt left click.
Oh, there it goes. Cool. All right,
people. You don't know these keybinds.
I just don't know targeting when I'm my games.
I said I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm going to rant. Oh my God! Control E. Why doesn't home and end work? Oh my God! Shift hand, shift home to select from the end to the front or the front to the end. The fact that doesn't work on a Mac that is the worst part. That is literally the worst part.
I sent you the instructions on how to do it.
You have.
And it works fine for me.
And the thing, the fact that I have to sit down and do all that to get it to work pisses me off.
You only have to do it once.
I know.
You only have to do it once.
It's frustrating. And the other thing is the on my laptop when I use the keyboard, the option key is actually the Windows key. But the thing is, some of the option keys that you can run from the Mac don't work from the keyboard. That's a USB keyboard. So I have to literally open my Mac to delete something off of my desktop using that option delete thing. It won't work with option delete on my other keyboard. Anyways, I'm sorry.
You need a Mac keyboard.
No, I do not. I don't even use a Mac mouse. I use an actual real mouse, with buttons.
So do I. So,
Sir Finthal.
Okay. All right. After I get over Mike's inability to handle a Mac.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna attack this guy to the south of me.
Such a heathen.
Hack him to death, man. Show us what Macs are made of. Oh, look at that.
How's that?
20. You need to put sound
funny.
on your rolls, man. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I was hoping it was going to be a 1.
How about
And he rolls a
that?
7. There you go. That's good.
There
Very
you go.
good. Yeah, you definitely put a large wound on him. All right, Perrick.
Well, nothing.
Yeah, you don't hear anything but the sound of, Sir Finfall slashing through on a goblin. And I think the reason that black thing is working, it's not actually it's black light. It's not lack of light, which is what I actually want.
Yeah.
Yeah, the negative 15 is definitely what was causing the problem. I need to go in there and look at my code and make sure it'll let me do that. All right, looks like Jason, you are first, sir. The goblin in front of you was struck very solidly by the hound. As long as he's got his helmet on, I guess he can be Sir Finfall. Takes his helmet off, he's going to be the hound, though.
Hey-o.
That's it.
Yay.
There we go.
Nice.
right.
Jala.
Poke it with a spear.
Yep. Show us what PCs are made of. No,
Don't say that.
Because you know something's going to break. Smoke's going to start coming out of it.
Nah, you hit. Look at that. Any max damage.
Ah, yay.
In your face, Macintosh. And he killed him too. There you go. Guntag.
Oops.
That was a miss. Gunther, the goblin in front of you is dead. The only one that you can actually see is this one.
So I can't get to that other one.
You can move down here to this one. Is that what you're asking? This one way down here?
You know, the one that says Bill on it.
No, you can't get to, remember, you failed your save. You will not be able to attack him until Sanctuary goes away. So the only one you can see is that one down here. There you go. You'll be able to attack next round. Hardy Perrick.
The same thing.
Alrighty. So he's gonna keep. He was already winding up to attack Jason. He's gonna keep doing that. Oof, he missed. Sir Finfall.
All right, gonna attack again. Don't get so lucky this time.
Yeah, there's the Mac shining through. All right, so this bad guy, unfortunately, was casting a spell.
I thought he was asleep.
What?
Yes. He was casting a spell.
You're right.
Interrupted it.
You're right. I completely forgot. Thank you, God. I just completely forgot. Yeah. Undo. There we go. I'm done.
That's what happened.
If he's asleep, anybody can see him, right?
The effect is still on him, so no. Peric. The only people that have saved are the only ones that can do anything. So, actually, Guntag, did you attack him and missed?
Yeah, I missed.
Yeah. Just smack him for just scroll back up to where it actually said you missed. Target the thing, and click the damage because you hit. Yeah, sorry about that.
It was a 5.
Does he sound like he's like on the moon to anybody else?
Very, very muffled.
Yeah,
Here a
across
second
the
ago.
room or something.
Don is too.
Am I? I'm right next to the phone.
There
Yeah,
you go. Now
that's
you're
better.
clear.
Better get
Wherever
that
you
phone
put-
right up to your mouth.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right. So he got the damage, and next round. Don't let me forget this guy's asleep. If I was scrolled in close enough, I would have seen the. In fact, the effect should be Z's. It's not. We need to change that so I can actually change the spell to where the effect is got the little Z's thing.
Not to be, but if he just did damage to him,
He would have had to coup de grace, and it's not a coup de grace because.
no. What I'm saying, if he did damage to him, he shouldn't be asleep anymore.
Oh, yeah, you're true. You're right. Yeah.
Shh, Brian, stop trying.
I know.
You're right.
If let me tell you something. If I can't screw up the enemy, I'm going to screw up my friends.
So good thing you said that. Thank you.
You're only supposed to do that when I'm DMing.
No, I'm being Jeff Cat.
Yeah, for real. All right, so he did wake him up, and he's just kind of stumbling to his feet, and that's his action for this round. Going through it. What just happened?
Good question.
Oh no, I rolled to attack.
Yeah, that's weird.
I see a hit.
Hit AC 4.
Yeah, it shifted initiative back. That's weird.
Yep.
All right. You did hit. Yeah. Roll damage. I don't know what that did. What was going on there? Maybe I hit a button. Oh, look at that.
There we go. Nice.
Took his knees out and killed him. Eric. Jolliman.
I failed my save for that guy to the south.
Yep. So he's not there.
I'm going to move down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to hold my action.
Try again.
Yep. And it sounds like your mic is underwater. Maybe you're going for that immersion. Missed by 1.
It's because he's in the southern hemisphere.
Banog. And that definitely could be it. He's way the fuck out there. So
Yep.
I missed with a 15.
yes, you did. By 1. You're a cleric, man.
Man. Okay. So me.
Okay.
I don't have.
Jason rolled initiative. That's what threw that off.
Oh, whoops.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you do that?
So I
The little dice
disabled.
popped up.
I disabled that thing that blocked people from rolling initiative because it was causing some other issues. We're on Carbonog, right? There we go. So that's why we block it, because whenever you roll it and it puts you above people that already went, it causes all kind of problems. I can't figure out a way to keep people from doing it anymore because of the way I had to do things in the code. So I've got to figure out a way to stop it for that reason right there.
Yep. Okay. Darts. I don't know what the range is on darts.
10, 20, 30. That's
1, 2,
short,
3.
medium, and long.
That's what I thought. Okay. I guess I'll be moving then. What is that, about 40 feet? 30 feet? Okay. Okay. I only get 1 attack per round, so that means I can't attack since I moved. That'll end my turn.
Darts are like, aren't they like 3 every 1 or 2 every 1 or
They
something
were
like
in
that? Or
first
is,
edition. I thought they changed that in second, though. Let me look.
yeah, I don't ever have anybody use them, so I don't know. If
thought
you
it-
don't
Yeah, it's a
know,
rare thing.
I thought it was 3 because the specialist it was like you could throw 6.
yeah, that's definitely a first edition thing. That
Yeah.
3 over 2. So let me look. Darts.
I had my books open. I closed those dang things. Somebody actually has an analog book because I can hear him flipping.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
That's me.
Jealous.
It's just
Kind of right here with me too.
Yeah. So we want combat. No. Proficiencies. Attacks per round. Thrown dart. That's fighters. You are not a fighter.
Carrying. All right, let's see.
Darts. Where's dart? Dart, 3 every 1.
So weapons, rate of fire.
3 every 1.
3 every 1?
3 every
Okay.
1. Yep. So you can.
There we go.
You can do 1.
That's what I thought.
1.5, but so we're only going to do 1.
Rounds down to 1.
You're like a ninja. You're like a disco ball ninja.
Yeah. Okay, so dart. There we go. Now, this is all going to be disappointing because I'm a wizard, but so I can't hit the broadside of a barn.
No, you cannot.
Nope.
You only missed about 4, though.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
not too bad.
Jolliman.
Nothing really happened, so I'm going to move down to the south.
I don't feel like I got a turn that round.
Well, Jason rolling might have skipped you. I don't know what. I didn't look at it before that happened, and again, that's why I need to figure out a way to stop that from happening. So if combat is in, you already started. You see people, don't roll even if you see it. You just go at the end of the round. Like if we started right now and it was Peric's turn and you guys down at the bottom hadn't rolled, don't roll. I'll make it so to where it can't do that anymore. Somehow, I don't know how to. There's a lot of reasons, but it's just being difficult to block it. But so, Jason, you can roll now.
Last week I was late every time because I think I was on too much cough syrup.
You sound like you're better this week for sure.
I can't see that or can't interact with that guy, right? So
Nope.
I'm going to hold my turn.
All right, Jason.
Well, I don't know if I can. There's a bunch of people in the way, but I'm going to move up towards where gun tag is.
Okay.
And then that'll be it. Next turn, I'll try and target this guy.
Okay. Can't see anything. Sir Finval.
Okay, so at this point, because I failed the save against the spell, I can't even see that other guy, the only guy that's left.
Nope.
Can I see that any actions are being taken against something that I can't see?
Your perceptions just don't allow you to see it.
Okay, so there's nothing I can do.
I mean, you're aware that your party members are there. It's just when you look over there, you just can't perceive whatever's taking place there.
Okay.
Around him. Now, if you wanted to watch up and lay your, well, you can't lay on hands. If you wanted to bind wounds of Goontag or something, or Jason, it wouldn't stop you from that. But anything that involves that target, your perception's just not allowing you to see it.
Okay, so given that, can I see that Jason is pretty wounded?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll move up next to him to try to render aid.
And it's this guy's turn. So he's going to do what I tried to do when he was asleep. And forgot he actually couldn't do that because he was asleep. Oh, look at that. Mr. Banog.
All right. Let's go 3 attacks. All right, dart. Wait a minute. I never did target this dude. There we go. Now let's try it. Dart. Attack. There's one.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Damage.
Look at that max damage.
Then it's 2.
Another hit.
And wait, what? Why did it throw? Oh, okay. It's okay. I'm like, wait, why did it throw a 6-sided die? And lastly,
Yeah, missed.
dang. All right, well, at least I got him twice.
As
That'll do
Meatloaf
it.
says, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
That's right.
Alrighty, Goontog. Oh, that's it. Look at that.
Ah,
Excellent.
back in business.
That's right.
Big number. Big number. Ouch.
We'll take it. No, we'll take it.
Take it. Don't ever not take any damage. Got a cat. 2 cats in front porch. Bastard. Setting off my camera. Alright, sorry. Gone through. Unfortunately, you can't see the last target.
Can I loot this one?
Yeah, you can. You should be able to double click on the body, or you can say you're doing that, and then when combat's over, do it. Yeah, you don't
I'll
need
do
that.
that.
Does it? Okay. And Jalaman.
I can't see this guy, so I'm just going to end my turn right here.
Okay. Alrighty, Perrick. It's you. Don't roll, Goontag. Combat's already started. Yeah, he's just.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, don't roll. You'll break things. He's just going to try to stab you with a spear. Ooh, and he hits.
Not fair.
He only hit for 2. All right, Banog. That sounds like Banaka. Yeah, wasn't there? You didn't used to be spray called Banaka?
Nonka
Yeah,
blast.
Breath
Yeah.
spray, yeah.
All right, let's see.
I remember having some of those.
Darts. 1 attack. 2 attacks.
And if you want, you could just roll all 3. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And just use the last one to do the damage. Because it doesn't, the crit stuff is not an issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Alrighty. Gunther, are you still looting? I guess.
I can't do anything else.
Okay. Jason, what are you going to try to do?
I'm gonna try and attack this guy.
Save versus spells.
What do you
Look
know?
at
Yay! That's what we needed.
Oh, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Sir Finfall, you're, what when you say you want to render aid, what exactly did you mean by that?
Well, just try to help him bind any wounds. But I mean, if he's actively moving, there's nothing I can do. And I'm probably questioning why he's moving. So I'm probably
maybe you think he's doing a dance move, trying to show off or something to something you don't know.
Or that he's jumping around saying "ow, ow, ow." So I'm telling him, stand still so I can help you.
There you go.
Bannock's throwing darts at nobody.
Yep. I just don't understand what the hell's going on. So I'm just going to end my turn.
Excited about nothing.
Yeah.
And gentlemen, same thing.
Yeah, I can't really do anything, so I'm just going to end my turn.
Alrighty, Gunther, you can do something. As Jeff would say, do something amazing. Come on. Oh, that's not a hit. Alrighty. Everybody roll initiative. If you're going to take an action, if you know you're not, just leave the dice there.
I'm just going to leave it there.
I'm all out of darts, so
be right back.
You don't have anything else you want to do?
I don't have anything else I can do. I mean, well, I could do something, but it would be suicidal. You know what? I'll do it anyway.
Famous last words. Oh, you know what?
May as well. What the heck?
Alrighty. So, Ye Goblin is going to keep swinging at Guntag because he's just really fed up with him. Ugh. There you go. There's Thomas for the first time.
Yay!
Guntag.
There we go.
That's it. Is he going to do it? There you did it!
Finally!
Yes!
Right.
That's what we needed.
Nice.
That's exactly what you needed. Let's see.
Oh, he's got nothing on him. That's bullshit.
Yeah, well, he's used everything he had.
So now do I recognize a dead body on the floor?
You see the body on the floor, yeah. You're like, what? Where did it come from?
What the? Okay.
And eventually the darkness on Parrot goes away.
Question, did that warded goblin hit Guntag earlier?
Actually, it did, and you're right. It should have. Well, it negates it if he attacks them, right?
Yes.
Or does it only allow him to not? Oh, you're right.
Yeah. As soon as the warded priest takes any kind of offensive action, it ends the spell.
You know, this is the very first time I've actually used that. So
I know I had to look it up because it had been ages since I'd used it.
It's great
as well.
for guys walking in the back lines healing.
Yes.
And that's actually why he had it to heal the other guys, but everybody was dead. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up because I completely forgot about that. So
yep.
All right, so the encounter is over. The bodies are floating in the shallow water. If you guys want to see if they had anything that you might want to keep, you see a passage not just a cavern, but a passage to the north, leading out of this room, and it looks like it's fairly well traveled. You can see, even some wet footprints from a while ago.
Is there another way out to the south?
What about
There's I can't hear you, man.
What about at 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock. Oh, yeah, southeast. Yeah. Okay,
southeast.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I don't. I'm not used to military direction stuff. Southeast. It is a chamber that looks like the one you're in, except it's shallow. There's nothing in it.
Thanks.
Right, so to the north then.
Oh, it's like a real hallway.
Yep.
Thank God.
Does it look old?
Out of the water. And I mean, it looks as old as anything else that you guys have found in here. But this looks like at some point someone made this a little more than just a natural cave. They've the walls are flattened.
Wasn't somebody going to try and patch me up? It's too late for that.
I'm out of spells.
Yeah, I can do
I can attempt healing if I do it right away.
I think Gunther has spells as well. Gunther and Guntag both probably have spells.
I was fixing to heal Jason, but he ran off.
Man, they do that to me all the time.
I'll hold still now.
Generally, out of combat, you don't necessarily need to be right next to them. If you want to do that for immersion purposes, you're welcome to do that. But in the case of out of combat, if there's nothing immediately around, I'm perfectly fine when you just target them across the room and doing it.
How does that work again?
The spell or the healing proficiency?
Yeah, the spell. I can't get it right.
You target them and then that was Gunther. You target them and then you click the little die in the combat tab. You click the little dice next to the spell. That'll bring up the card or the little the little dialogue box. Click cast. There you go.
Don't hit the damage button. Hit the heal button. The cast just uses the slot.
Cast, yeah, the cast just marks it as used. Then you got to hit heal.
Oh.
And then you roll a 1. That's what I usually do. Yeah.
Thank you, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm out of healing now.
Yeah, let me see. I got something.
Got another one I can try.
You've got another one.
Yeah, I got 2.
You actually have a cause light wounds too.
Yeah. Thank you. I got 3. I can use one of mine. So.
I only show that I have 5 cure light wounds.
Yep.
That's better.
That's good.
Why do you say only? That's how many you're supposed to have? Well, that's how many slots you have.
That's how many I've used.
Yeah. Was that a question or a statement? I'm sorry. It sounded like a question.
No, I've used 5 cure light wounds.
Okay. Sorry. Gotcha.
We've got another most. Are we going to have a rest after that?
All I heard was, are you going to have a rest? The rest of it I didn't understand.
Who needs another cure light wound?
Sorry. Did anybody else catch that?
No, that had some packet loss to it.
Yeah.
That
It
was
is coming across
like,
It is coming across the ocean. A long ways away. It's the other side of the planet.
Sounds like it's getting bounced off a satellite. Yeah.
Yeah. Who needs another cure light wounds? Is what he's saying.
I'm down 6, but that's really not that bad.
Looks like Peric's hurt. He's yellow.
Yeah,
I'm
Peric's
down.
hurt.
And
I'm down.
Finfall is also hurt a little bit.
I'm down 30% of my hit point total.
Yeah, should we find a place to rest though, since most of everybody's spells are tapped out?
We could press on and see if we can find some spot to rest.
I would rather not rest
Or-
in the swamp.
hey, Mike.
Or we'd have to backtrack quite a bit, including through deep water again. But
Should
Well,
press on short for a little bit at least.
Yeah, we just have to be careful because I think we're about out of heals.
I think
Mhm.
we're about out of heals. I think we might have a potion or two, but that's probably it. We should save those for emergencies. I think we could press on a little bit just to see,
Yeah,
or we could just camp right here. Actually,
no, we can press on.
Yeah, let's just go a little bit further.
Press on. Everybody's pressing on. All right. So give me a second here. 1 second.
I'm not opposed to camping in this hallway either, though. So
Too late. You said press on.
It's done.
oh, he wants to switch maps. I see.
Yeah, I want to get to the other map so that I can, we can start there next time because it is late. I wanted to kind of get you guys in the position we want to start at when we're back. Give me a second to get you guys on the map.
And what I can see, the resolution is much better.
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to get off that map. Alrighty, you guys should see the map. We should
Yeah, it's like
also
blue.
have.
Still loading.
That's because of light.
Yep.
Because of all the
See it?
light things.
Looks like it's blue and gray.
And we're gonna leave it paused.